Everybody? Welcome back to another live stream. Hope everybody's having a good morning. Amy's bouncing back decently right now. Let's see if she's going to be able to hold it throughout the day today. Have a nice little rally back after that awful day yesterday. The SPY is up about 0.1%. AMC's up 1.32%. BBIG's getting up there a little bit. GME is up 2.42% in the pre-market right now. So we are getting some economic data right now. I believe it's going to be a little bit of, I think some jobs economic data. I think that's what we're going to be getting. How we doing, everybody? We feeling all right? Here we go. BBBY. Ooh, hold on now. When was their earnings? Hold on now. That could be interesting. Earnings miss. Okay, so they already reported. Interesting. Okay, but they're coming up in the pre-market. That could be very good. Remember what happened last time. Here we go, everybody. Good morning, Subi Cygnus, Eric, my synthetic girlfriend, Donald. What's up, man? Yeah, we're gonna go over the option chain stuff. It's not a big deal again, guys. I mean, we're gonna have to kind of wait and see what happens when the market opens to see if the actual option chain actually changes. But they shouldn't be getting their data like that messed up. It's very similar to what we saw happen like a couple of days ago. It was either earlier this week or early last week. So what's going on, people? How we doing? Sebastian, good morning, everybody. For everybody new filtering in right now, if you guys don't mind just hitting that like button on the stream, just helps out with the algorithm. Here we go. So yesterday was the fourth red day in a row. We haven't had 5 red days in a row since last year. Interesting. So we could be setting up for a nice day today. Let's see what happens. Let's do a quick Ortex update as we get into a little bit of pre-market today. We got about 58 minutes until the market opens, everybody. Let's see. Okay, so looking at Ortex right here, we have 76.52% utilization. We have, we have 760,000 shares already borrowed today. So it looks like they're going to try to chase it down. Let them do their thing. You want to try to chase it down? You want to make the situation worse for yourself? Increase the short interest? Continually confirm our thesis that they're trying to push it down? Perfectly fine. Again, basing your decision based like on what to do on the price that we're seeing is not the correct way in my mind to be doing this, because the price isn't really going to reflect all of the things that we're looking at. Like the fundamentals right now of the company continuously getting better. The potential for the option chain in January, which we're going to talk about. So we have 17.49% estimated short interest. What I'm not looking forward to, though, is when we get those new exchange reported short interest numbers. They're probably going to come down a little bit because we ran from the low 20s to the 30s. Like we went from 20 to 32 essentially. So this number, this 18.84% number, is probably going to come down a little bit, but the next one should be very, very good. Let's see here. Oh, what's up, everybody? BBBY ripping on bad earnings sounds normal. It happens. Good morning, SV. Did you watch the vid that blew up on Reddit yesterday? Michael, no. Which one? I'm not really sure which one you're talking about there, but okay. I think we're getting enough people to start filtering in right now where we can start talking about some of the option chain stuff. Because I think it's freaking some people out. It freaked some people out the first time this happened. This is not a new thing that's happened, and it's happening on the calls and puts. A little bit less on the put side, but here's what we're looking at. So Stonko Tracker. Something's going on with their data where they're messing some of it up. So right now we can see for this January monthly, it's showing only 37 call contracts in the money with 312,000 out of the money. The put's 75,000 in the money, 240,000 out of the money. But when we go and take a look at the actual option chain for AMC on this date, let's take a look. So we have 10,000 at 22, which are in the money. Then we have 25,000 at 20. That already gets us to 37,000, basically. And then right here above 37,000, again, what is that? 40 something. Then we come up here. So we have about 90,000 call contracts in the money, maybe a little bit less, according to what we're seeing on Webull right now. Again, we're going to have to wait and see when this opens. The reason why this, like the option chain getting cut in half is interesting is that they know, well, it didn't. Like you can see that there's exposure still on the option chain and open interest is still there. So it looks like a little bit of a Stonko Tracker glitch. Solid Squeeze says tomorrow we will see the short interest double. Whew, that could be interesting. Let's see here. Good morning, SCB. Let's see some green today. It looks like we could be seeing a little bit of a little bit of green. The SPY is looking all right. I know bond yields were coming up again, or this is TLT. Yes, TLT's down in the pre-market. Let's see, how's IWM reacting? They had a terrible day yesterday. So it's up 0.24%, trying to make its way back. Let's see. I actually kind of want to check out IWM short interest a little bit because remember, they can use the ETFs to get that short exposure on AMC. So let's see really quickly what IWM short interest is. 79. Okay, so we're going to wait over the next couple of days to see if we can get this back over 100 and see what happens over here. But overall, how's everybody doing this morning? They're trying to mess with us, Vix? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Good morning from Kentucky. Always love your streams. To all fam. There we go. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. BBBY is up 7.97% in the 8% in the pre-market. This is kind of crazy. GME's up 2.37. Amy's up about 1.1%, sitting right at 23 flat. GME's at 132.44. My name isn't Justin Frozen Peas and Meat Juice. There we go. Stonko Tracker updated again. Okay. Let me refresh this. Yeah. Okay. So it's updated back. So we have 102,000 contracts at the January. And so basically what we just said, what it was going to be, like 190,000 contracts. The puts are 91,000. So it's honestly pretty even in terms of what we're looking at in terms of like how they would hedge this. But let's see. When we come over to the option chain, let's see where the levels are for the puts. I mean, 23, I believe, was big. Oh, no. Oh, 20 is the big level for the puts. 22 is a pretty decent level for the puts. But again, here's the thing. If we start to get any type of momentum and it's remember a couple of weeks ago when we saw these big sell days, these big red days, we were seeing those double sells. Call contracts running out of the money, puts running in the money. They sell to unhedge the calls. They short, which is a selling transaction, to hedge those puts. Now, if we start to come back in the other direction, just because of people buying the dip, institutions coming back in, we could see that double buy. So then the puts run out of the money. They cover the short-term shorts. Then they hedge the calls that run in the money. We get that double buying transaction, and then we can start our move back up. The other thing is that with these two chances at this move down, look at how cheap these contracts are below 30, 30, 76, 89, 103 at 28, 121 at 27. Now, I'm not saying to buy these, but people will be buying these. So it's going to create a little bit more of a gamma ramp for us that if we start to get going and we start to run, well, they're lowering the danger zone again, which is good. 2% green day today says, sheesh. There you go. Yeah, Donald, thanks for showing me that. I have all the time to follow your stream this week. Got tested today and have the unicorn. Uh-oh, don't feel sick at all. Uh-oh, Tom, that's not ideal. Morning, Stevie TV. Ethan, good morning, man. All right, people, let's have a good day today, huh? Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun, huh? So Adam Aaron did exercise some shares. He didn't like buy them, but he exercised his shares. In according to one of these performance, like basically is like how he gets paid, his compensation structure. Let's see. So he'll be sitting on nearly 2.62 million shares per his recent filing, and this will come this new come as performance incentives and for continued vested service in the company. So he's not buying shares; he just exercised some of his options. These RSUs, I believe, is what they're called. I like the spicy options chain on AMC. We need some volume and some buying pressure. Johnny, 100%, my man, 100%. In order for us to get back up there, we need that push. So I believe that that's going to come from institutions, not retail. So let's see if they're going to step in. I looked at crypto this morning and wish I didn't. Uh-oh. Dan got the no, you didn't, Dan. That's the DTCC is just terrible. You got the virus at the DTCC. That's funny. What do you think about how low they could potentially push us? So I think we easily could see that $20 low again. So let me take a look at where it is here. So 2027, I think we could see it. But again, I believe there's that gap. Where is it? Where's the gap? I think it's on the daily. There's a gap at like 17, 18. Where's this one? Yeah, this one right here. No. Yeah, between 17 and 18, it could no, it's not that one. I think it's this. Why is this thing being such an a-hole? This is 2016. Why did this put me on 2016? I think it's right here. Yeah, I think it's right here. No, that's not it. There's this one at 32, 34. I'm not sure where exactly this gap is, but I've heard a lot of people talking about like that $18 gap. So it could go down to 18. But let's see. Is it possible that institutions are working with the hedge funds? Well, they are. They're one and the same. They're all kind of in the same boat. The people that you really got to watch out for are the prime brokers. The prime brokers are the big bad guys in like all this entire situation. So let's see here. I'm gonna buy so much if it goes to 20 today, says Josh. There you go, buddy. Can you call my work and call me out sick, Dr. Vix? I am not a doctor and probably, I don't know. I'm really good at like skipping things like school to do this. So just do what I do, Just like don't go. Will BBBY push all of our other stocks? If it continues to really rip, yes, it will. Now I know that's a weird thing to say, and some people might be like, "Oh my God, that's not true." Like GME is the one that no. When Bed Bath and Beyond went up like a crazy high amount in their after hours earnings for their last earnings report, we saw AMC and GME start to run. So that tells us that they're all linked somehow. And the fact that Bed Bath and Beyond is starting to run right now, and AMC is getting a little bit of a pop here at 23.10. It's up 1.54% in the pre-market. In order to recapture those losses from yesterday, we need to go up $2.74 today. So we're going to need to see an above a 10% day. We're going to see a pretty big day out of Amy to really get going. Morning Vix, morning mods, morning fam, morning all. Hope to find my smile again today. Much love. I think it's going to be fine, Simon. I think we're going to be A-okay. We're going to be A-okay. All right. Ooh, it is AMC day. Make sure you guys are using that hashtag over there. Have you watched Yahoo Finance option chain on AMC? Doesn't look like anything makes sense. Yeah, so the option chain data, somehow it's getting messed up. I'm guessing Stonko Tracker is getting it from there too. Let me look at the Yahoo Finance one. I'm looking at the actual option chain like on Webull, and it's like pretty much the same exact thing. There's no difference. So we've seen this like weird glitch happen, and it is a glitch. There's some like this one is a glitch. So somehow all of these numbers are really, 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 really low for no reason. Oh, wait, no, hold on. That's the open interest. No. The numbers are fine on Yahoo. I see the open interest numbers as being pretty much the same on Yahoo. I'm not sure what you guys are seeing on Yahoo, but I see the numbers as pretty much the same as what I'm seeing on Webull. So not too much of a difference. Nothing too crazy going on here. Oh, it's May 25th. Interesting. It's always AMC day. There you go. There were a lot of big buy orders in the pre-market, saw it at level 2. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, people want to buy this dip. What's the volume right now? 151K? I mean, that's just on Webull. My experiences January, February of March, in March of last year, disconnected my emotions from this play. I am numb to market movement. There you go. But it's only 46K in the money on Yahoo and Webull. No, it's, hold on. No, I see more than 46,000 right now. I see at least 50. I'm looking at the open interest for the January 21st on AMC, and it's more than that. So I'm not necessarily sure what you're looking at, but I see it right here. Like, look, when you pull up Yahoo right here, look, 10,000, 25, that's 35-ish, 37, 44, 45, much more than that. What is that? Let's just call that 54, 75, 80, 88, 90, and then it just keeps coming up a little bit where we didn't add up all of those. So it is accurate. So you might be looking at a different thing over there, but let's see. 318K in volume. Thank you. Exercising calls. Good. Yeah. So he basically, it's part of his performance like incentive plan that he's like exercising some of those options. Solid that he's doing that. But it's nothing too crazy. It's not like we're going to see any of these massive big buy orders that I've seen a couple people try to say that we're going to see. I mean, we could just see a lot of dip buying today because these, uh, yours isn't the same. All right, let me take a look. It's honestly not a big deal. That's the thing. It's not a big deal. Yeah, so yeah, so you check it now, they probably readjusted it. I just looked at it. Going to 50 or 60 will take out more hedges real fast right now. Yes, it would. But the danger zone's at 40. That's where you got to think about it. Where's the danger zone? Because here's what I look at. And I'm comparing like how people are getting to their conclusion on what the key levels are. So when we look at average days on loan, it's curling right now down. So they're creating a new danger zone. Where is this? January 3rd. Where were we trading? Right around 30. This one right here was 42. This danger zone. So average days on loan, when this number tanks, it means the shorts are adding to their short position in the present, like right now. So they're decreasing the average amount of time that the shares have been on loan. They're taking out more loans, selling them into the market. This one was around 42. This one was around 52. And this one right here is like basically exactly 1450. And if you remember the significance of that 1450 number right before the June run up, everybody was saying 1450 key technical level for a breakout, but it also lines up with where the shorts were piling in. So right now, when we see the average days on loan start to curl down again, and we've started to see this sell-off, well, the danger zone's probably upper 30s. Now, we have a lot of open interest at 35. It's decent, but we have a lot, 50 to 60,000 contracts at 40. Let me take a look at what it is now. Like, it's a lot. Is it over 60 yet? Still 58,988 at that 40, but that's big. That's about like 5 million shares I would need to get bought if those start running in the money. Amy's looking good in the pre-market at 2306. Looking all right. Let's get it going, people. Not updated for me. Interesting. I was looking at your danger zone, and I think it's even a little lower now, around 39. The danger starts. I think so too. It's a range. It's going to be like upper, like that's kind of like why when I say 42, it's like okay, this is like the price that I say. IWM, what are you doing? No, we are going to have none of this nonsense today, IWM. Nope. We will have none of this nonsense. I think that's a little fake move right here. And that candle should come back. So let's see. S&P 500 E-mini futures, little change after jobless claims data. Yeah, so nothing's really happening. Yeah, that was a little fake candle on IWM. Amy's still above 23. Let's get it going, people. ETFs are due on the 18th. What do you mean they're due on the 18th? Like the FTDs from the ETFs? They come in December, January, June. Watch what happened last January. And again, they have to pay the loan shares back. And FTDs, I'm buying calls January 28th. Good luck, longs. There you go. Juan is a big fan of Zip Trader Charlie. Love it. Morning man, why is BBBY moving this morning? Can't find any news. It was negative earnings, but people somehow the market's reacting positively to it. Maybe they issued good guidance. So Bed Bath and Beyond. So right now, 50 minutes ago, it says Bed Bath and Beyond stocks sinks from Market Watch after supply chain disruptions drive earnings miss. Profit warning. Interesting. So Bed Bath and Beyond Q3 EPS negative 25 cents, down from 8 cents year over year. Sales 1.88 billion, missed the 2 billion estimate. That's not that big of a difference. I think that's why the market's reacting positively right now, but it is ripping in the pre-market. Like, let me see what we'll leave that here for now. BBIG, I like it. Let's see here. You can pull up BBIG. I mean, they're probably doing decent in the pre-market right now. Yeah, 1.28%. I like it, especially with the cryptide stuff coming out. I think it could be a very, very. I mean, I have calls for like way out that I think BBIG, if those hit, oh, those would be sweet. But we'll see. Like it's again the same thing that I was doing with like the prog calls. Finally loaded my options account with dry powder. Ryan, let's go. I'll be free to trade some options next week once my cash settles. Got a little bit of money in there. Let's make it work for us. Let's do it. Who can send me a DM when I can look at my crypto wallet? I'm scared to look now. Tom, just never look at it. Just never look. If you're planning on holding stuff for the long term, just never look. Just make your deposits, buy more crypto, and then be done. Unless you're like trading it, and then you kind of have to look and you're trading like micro caps, like that might be a little bit interesting. But it's all in the leaps. The next date to close out. Yeah, okay, Duck Knight. I like that. The other thing is the other thing you got to think about is like the swaps. which a lot of people have been thinking like they've been messing around with like swaps. Typically those are going to be in terms of like a year or more. So if they've been messing around with swaps, January is always going to be an important date because that's like where the year starts. So whatever their swap settlement date is, that could be a time where we're going to see like a lot of things moving around. Also, I want to talk about this Credit Suisse thing and why this is so important with recalls. So people were saying that Credit Suisse's hedge fund division, I think this is how I saw it being represented. Actually, let's move this a little bit so we can still see Amy. Their hedge fund division closed. It's not their hedge fund division. It's their division that works with hedge funds. So it's like their prime brokerage division. So let's see over here. So how many employees are they laying off? There's 69 employees are being laid off. So the first employees are going to start coming in March. So they'll begin layoffs in March, and they're going to close, I believe, the prime brokerage division by August, I think is where it says. I think it's August. So, but here's the thing about this. So Credit Suisse, when you think about prime brokers, what they do is they're providing leverage and loaning out of shares to clients. Now, Credit Suisse has gotten in trouble many, many, many times with providing too much or letting their clients over leverage themselves. And that's how Credit Suisse takes a $5 billion loss, letting Archegos leverage themselves to the tits on total return swaps. And here's the thing. Archegos was not the only one that was doing this. And if Credit Suisse is like a friendly bank to go and do this stuff with, well, they already have some more of these positions on their balance sheet, on their prime broker sheet. So now that if they were going to be closing down this division, there's a possibility that all of those hedge fund clients would then go and move to another bank. But here's the problem. Those other banks aren't going to want those positions on their books at all because what happened with Archegos? They took a $5 billion loss. Why would you want any of Credit Suisse's clients with these positions coming back on your books? You wouldn't. So what Credit Suisse could end up doing, and this is kind of like a broad market thing with this whole thing coming down. Like this is big news that I don't think a lot of people are thinking about. There could be Archegos-like moves in terms of like Viacom, Discovery, and either big moves to the upside or downside randomly. And you may not even know why the stocks are moving, but you'll see it because of this one thing right here. Since those other banks are not going to want to take on that risk of those positions, Credit Suisse is going to have to recall and basically net out all of those loans and those shares and those swap positions that they've put out. Now, yeah, there's phase 5 UMR that should have really regulated this, but who knows if Credit Suisse has actually been following the rules. They may not have been, which is very, very possible. So if they were loaning out shares of AMC, which is highly possible, they easily could be starting to recall their clients' shares just because they're shutting down. Now, what happens then? Well, anybody who has a short position has to buy to close the shares, return them, and we see a lot of buying pressure come back into the stock. But it's not just AMC, it's a broad market thing. If there's like these crazy over leveraged positions, this could happen with everything and it could provide for a really, really good opportunity. The problem is that we can't see what the positions are. With that rule that we've been talking about with the SEC, that some people were like, that's not a big rule. It's like, yeah, it is. You can see who is facilitating these transactions. So all we would have to do in this situation is go on Credit Suisse's, like if we were to be able to see this public data when it comes out, which I'm really hoping this comes out so we can see it. All we would have to do is go to Credit Suisse's profile on this thing. We would take a look at what stocks that they're loaning out, what they're doing for securities lending, and then we look at what type of collateral and what like percentage of collateral these institutions are putting up in order to make those trades. And we would get a good understanding of how over leveraged these people are. And those would be the ones that we could like not go after, but like play and be like, okay, once Credit Suisse ends up netting out these positions, we're going to see a move in this stock. NASDAQ is showing a correct around 100K in the money. Seems like Yahoo is glitching. Yeah. So Yahoo, I'm guessing they're getting their data from, Morningstar or S&P Global, and then same thing with Stonko Tracker, but they're just getting weird data. So yeah, I hope you guys like see how that Credit Suisse situation is interesting. Also, Citadel's taking some big losses. Where is this? Is it right here? No, here it is. So Citadel's taking some big losses on some YOLO bets on airlines. Hedge fund Ken Griffin loses millions on British Airways bet. One of the wealthiest hedge fund managers has lost millions of pounds after shares in the owner of British Airways took off. Ken Griffin, Chicago-based financier worth more than 21 billion USD, placed a multi-million pound bet against IAG just hours before new data revealed that the new variant had not dented airline bookings. Two of its funds hold a 1.66. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is percent or pence, I don't know, short position on a bet of 130 million pounds against the BA owner. IAG shares jumped more than 11% the first working day of the year. It made further gains on Wednesday. Stock is trading at 160, valuing the company at almost 8 billion. So they're just taking big losses trying to short airlines. And here's what this tells us. If Citadel and Ken Griffin really wanted to push that down, they could have with the amount of money that they have. So what this shows us is that these institutions don't, and I've been saying this, they don't have enough like the power that we think they do. Like people like to say, oh my God, how can we ever win if they're doing this? They don't have the amount of power that we all think they do. They do have to operate within some sort of risk framework. They can hide stuff from regulators, but they still have to operate within some sort of risk framework. So like, yeah, they can push AMC down on days where the market is weak when they're just attacking weakness, but at the same time, they can't hold it down forever. Like we saw it the last time AMC went into the $20 range, it just ripped right back up into the low 30s. I think we could easily see some things happen like that right now. And if that does happen, we're going to see a lot of dangerous things happen. Also, for everybody new filtering in here, if you guys don't mind just hitting that like button on the stream, just helps out with the algorithm. We have about 34 minutes until the market opens. Thank you guys so much for showing all that support on the channel recently. It really helps out a whole lot. So thank you guys so much. We are going to be on a lot today. Should be a really fun day. Let's see. Let's see. Glitches don't happen. It was human interference. Yeah, but the glitch isn't like it's not like crazy. It's not like a crazy glitch. And we've seen it. What do you call it? We've seen it happen a couple of times. Like it's the same thing. It's like, oh yeah, whatever. Pence. Sorry. They don't want to hold forever just until we quit. Yeah. Well, when we're gonna quit is when the stock is trading much higher than it is right now. So good luck with that. Let's see. Roseanne says it will happen today, 1922 today, then a bounce, and a crazy bounce is possible. Interesting. Doesn't the UK have better short restrictions? I don't know about that. I mean, they don't allow payment for order flow. And they do have some other restrictions in there, but I'm not necessarily sure if the UK's short sale reporting instructions or the short restrictions are any better than what we have over here. Kenny is going to lose lots of money. Let's see. No, yeah, but G rushed. The thing with the Global Links thing is that they kind of lost they didn't really do anything with that lawsuit. Like nothing really happened. I'm liking RD13 EMA and 48 crossover on strategy. I might try it today on Amy. Run it, Ryan. Typically, that is going to work more with stocks that aren't as manipulated. So watch out. I would do it on stuff like Tesla, Nvidia, AMD, Qualcomm, Apple. That's what I would use that strategy on, or any type of the like Walmart, Home Depot, things like that I would trade for earnings. I prefer some price action. Doesn't matter which direction, better than sideways boring days. True. I like that. Also, they sold a lot of puts. Who sold a lot of puts? I'm long on STV's like button. Thank you, Diamond Bald Cat. Appreciate it. Kenny is not losing money. Citadel may lose. It's the same difference. Because in the money calls force market makers to purchase shares of marketplace. Gamma squeeze. Yep. Is it really AMC day? Stephanie, we decided it was AMC day, so it's going to be AMC day. We also have National Popcorn Day coming up on, I believe, the 18th. I think that's when it is. Saitama. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know a whole lot about that one. Let's see. All right, people. We're coming into the 30 minutes before open. Here it comes. Let's have some fun, everybody. Short on STV and Zip Trader? Juan, why is that? Why is that, buddy? The 19th is National Popcorn Day? Interesting. He lost a lawsuit. That is crazy. This has begun. Yeah, I think that the lawsuit just didn't amount to anything. And the fact that the DTCC likes to come out and be like, "Oh yeah, like this stuff happens or this stuff doesn't happen, and if it did happen, we would see it right away," is absolutely ridiculous. It's like, okay, come on now. You're really gonna say that like it doesn't happen when we have evidence of it happening all the time? Craziness. Absolute craziness. All right. Let's see what's going on over here. I'm hyped up today. The U.S. Congress is preparing a hearing to examine the environmental impact of crypto mining. Interesting. Oh, we got AMC Day trending. Let's see here. The fact that they still naked short, even though it has happened a long time ago, is nuts. Exactly. Can you give a shout out to my dog, Smokey Boy? He loves you. Michael Burry's Glass Eye. That's a great name. That's a great name. That's awesome. That's awesome. I like okay, Michael Burry's Glass Eye is a great one. And then the other name of like the account, the shill account, Melvin was right, gets me every time. So funny. I heard rumors that you and Charlie didn't do a sponsorship video of body armor. What? No, I actually, guys, breaking news. I've got the link to sign up for a Liquid IV sponsorship. We're moving up in the world, not like a partnership program. So I might be able to get a link so I can help you guys get some hydration going. If anybody's mad at that, I don't really like leave me alone because I drink it all the time anyway. So I'm not going to promote stuff to you that isn't the best. So the government isn't for the people? I never knew. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Liquid IV is gonna be sweet. Just because I drank, I literally was like, I don't want any money from them. I just want Liquid IV. That's it. How did they slice the option chain? They didn't. It was like everybody was saying like in the morning we saw the option chain kind of freak out again, like on Stonko Tracker and Yahoo. It was showing basically half of the amount of open interest across the board. But when you go and look at like on Webull and these other option chains, it's unchanged. So it's the same glitch that we saw. The reason why it's like kind of interesting is because if they did slice the option chain like that, well, here's kind of what would happen. They would essentially be buying to close a lot of those contracts for a gain, and they would make the money on the options because you can basically, if you look at the option chain long enough, you kind of know what the options have been priced at and where they trend. So the options right now for this January date are so much cheaper than they've been in the past. So if they were buying to close a lot of those options, decreasing the open interest, well, then they're less exposed and they're just kind of booking the gain on those contracts that they're selling. Oh, what's up, Jason? How you doing? Vix, morning, my guy. I may have missed, but what was your tweet about options cut in half? Yeah, we're kind of going over it right now. It's perfectly, it's all normal. We were seeing it on Stonko Tracker and Yahoo, that the open interest was like 37,000 calls in the money, but they refreshed it and now it's back to normal. So let's see. Ho, CJ, what's going on? Bing bong, the price is wrong. Woke up ready to fight. LFG. Congrats, Vix. Get your hydration on. Thank you, CJ. Yeah, shout out to all the members that are in here right now. You guys are awesome. YB Normal, CJ, Tom P. I think Eric's in here too somewhere. Shout out to all of you guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for all your support, everyone. Volume on Amy hasn't been this high in pre-market in a long time. Hopefully it goes to the buy side. I agree. I'm hoping we see a little bit of action today. But we're going to need a big move to really see. All right, IWM starting to come up in the pre-market. Here we go. GME up 2.18%. BBIG up 1.28. Let's see what BBBY is doing over here. Bed Bath & Beyond up 9.47% in the pre-market. Here we go. Oil futures extend gains. What's Oxy doing? Or Exxon? Oil's been just going nuts. Yeah. Oh, Oxy. Dang, my brother's making a bunch of money. My brother has a bunch of like these oil plays that he just holds, and he calls himself an oil baron. He's kind of an a-hole, but like he's cool. He's making boatloads of money on Oxy though. All right, Exxon's up 1.77. So with this oil news, a lot of stuff is going to the upside. IWM's coming up. Amy's coming down a little bit in the pre-market here. Love Oxy, says wanted fellas. All right. Oxy is Occidental Petroleum. Lemon Lime, Liquid IV Gang, LFG. There we go. My wife's going to be pissed. I just dropped the rest of my bank last night so I can buy more this morning. Mike Lewis, there you go. My portfolio can go to zero. It will hurt me a lot, but knowing I'm in this helping the movement, fighting this joke of corruption. Exactly. I call myself the coin baron. Interesting. Interesting, Andrew. Let's see. They borrowed 5 million more shares today and SSR is on, so wondering how the day will go. I don't know. Wait, your brother deals Oxy? No. No. No, no, no. Just read the title claiming AMC steps into the anime industry, but what is that? Send me that, Elizabeth. Send me that to my Twitter DM. I don't know what that is. I literally don't know. Morning, Vix. Just woke up, still sleepy, says Keith. Wow, IWM's getting jumpy right now, 0.42% in the pre-market. Let's see if Amy can get some action off of this, huh? Oil's going to be a decent one today. Exxon's coming back. Let's see. Oxy was the winner, though. How's Gush? I feel like Gush would be moving off of this. Oil, yeah, Gush up 5%. When is National Mayo Day? Not sure, my man. Not too sure. But we should figure out when that is. We should really figure out National Mayo Day. When is that? National Mayonnaise Day. May 5th. It's Mayonnaise Day on the 5th of May. Isn't that Cinco de Mayo too? That's silly that they did that. Let's see here. You will never be able to buy AMC this low. You can always buy another wife later. Okay, that's a bit aggressive. That's a bit aggressive. All right, people. Prediction for Amy today. I think we bounce around if the market really shows some strength. I think we could have a green day, but I also think that we could go down and test that low in the 20s at some point this week before we start to rally back up. What is today, Thursday? Yeah, I don't know. We're coming to the end of the week. Let's see what happens. Let's see. Short the Vix is my new favorite live stock channel, says Nathan. Thank you, my man. I appreciate that. Bed Bath moving on bad earnings happens, man. It happens. A lot of things happen. It just like it really the earnings again. That's why I always say I just use the math. I don't actually care about the actual numbers when I trade earnings. It's just what does the market expect for a move, and is it going to move outside of that expected move? That's how I trade earnings. What is the VIX? It is the volatility index. Why is it Amy Day? Just because we just decided. SV, there's a clean symmetrical triangle pattern on the one-day chart on AMC. Like, what does short the VIX mean? Like, okay, so it's from a show. So if the VIX is going down, typically everything is like going up. If the VIX is going up, though, typically everything's going to tank. So short the VIX, everything goes up. Bullish. Let's see. BBBY up 10%. Jesus. Oxy's doing good. Oil and Bed Bath & Beyond are the winner. Wait, that's Best Buy. Extra B, throw it in there. 10.66%. This thing is absolutely going nuclear. It's like betting on the whole market. Yeah, heads up. Hard time finding the stream today. Bro, YouTube, what are you doing? Also, yeah, guys. So, I mean, I hear this every day. If you guys don't mind just hitting that like button on the stream, everybody always comes in here is like, I have a hard time finding the stream every single day. The only way to really get around that is just to be like, hey, YouTube, stop playing around. So if you guys don't mind just hitting that like button, just helps out with the algorithm, I guess. So it's like an ironic thing, sort of. It's also from a show. Maybe I'm stupid, but what's your real name? I always call you Vix, even to my wife, Jack. Your stream was the top for me. I don't know why. Like some people say it like it's there. Some people says it's not there. Like I don't know. It's weird. YouTube playing. Twitter hated me for a while too. I didn't even do anything. F these shorts. STV was my fave first. I am an STV snob. Weirdo. I appreciate you, man. SV not hating a lot, but you say video a lot. I know. I also say like a lot too. I just say lots of things. The German community loves your stream. Thank you guys. I appreciate all that. What's Max Payne at? Good question. Let's take a look at that. Swaggy stocks. Hate when it does this. It like pulls up Amcor, but also says it's AMC, but it's AMC's. This whole thing is weird. All right, 26. So Max Payne came down to 26. Let's see what it's at for the 21st. Is it still 22? Yeah. So 26 Max Payne for this week. Let's see. Let's see. Is AMC on the short sale restricted list today? Yes. So SSR is on AMC today because we hit the trigger price for it to come on again, 2048. So let's see what's going to happen. I still think that it is very possible that we come down to that low 20 mark before we start to really rip back up. I know there's that gap at around 18, I think. So it's possible that we fall even lower. But again, the price is not what I'm looking at to determine the viability of this play at all. Because here's the thing, if they're going to attack it in this way that we've seen when the other movie theater companies are up, it's like, come on, bro, really? You're going to like, people are like, is it over? It's like, no, no, no. They're just making it better for us. They're proving to us that they're still trying to manipulate the share price of this thing down. That's how I look at it. SSR has never worked for AMC. Oh God, here it comes. Yes, I know SSR is not, it doesn't do anything. It literally, honestly, kind of like it screws with us a little bit more. Don't tell Vix that SSR doesn't matter. No, I know. That's just the thing. People are just like, hey, dummy, SSR doesn't matter. And I'm like, guys, I know. I was just answering a question. Morning, Vix. STV crowd. Hopefully everybody is happy and healthy today. Let's go green, says Jim. There we go. Let's see. NFT dividend, apes donate for the potential lawsuit, even though it's not illegal. So it does. That's the thing. It doesn't matter that it's not illegal. They're going to get lawsuits. They're just going to. They're a civil suit. They're going to get civil suits left and right. And the other thing with the NFT dividend stuff, guys, is that here's what we need. This is why I kind of want to have everybody like on like a not like a fireside chat, but like get everybody in a room or a Zoom call and like record it and be like, okay, here are the positives and negatives of it. The negative that I see is that if it's done the same way that it was before, it's not going to work. It is not going to work because the brokers. Here's the other thing: when you have this concept that starts to pop up that could really cause a lot of shorts to cover, what happens? It's in Twitter Spaces, it's in live chats, and you know what happens? The shorts were watching. We had Rich Greenfield's like partner in some of these space calls that I was listening to, and it's like they're watching us to figure out if this is going to happen. Now, when those things start to happen like that, well, you know the implication of it, but we also know what happened last time. Well, last time with Overstock, this is something that people need to understand. After like 2 days, the brokers, the big banks figured out a way to accept cash of an equivalent value for that NFT security token, whatever it was. So it killed it. Now, if they do that on day one, what happens? AMC doesn't really go anywhere. Yeah, it could be like a similar dividend where some sorts are like, yeah, I don't want to pay it in the cover, and we see like a 20% move, but then that's it. So you have to figure out a way to basically nuke that side of it. That's like, oh, you can't have the brokers like accept cash because that's what they did last time. And if it's done the same way as it's been done last time, well, they know how to handle it. So that's the one thing. It's like, don't rush into something that they know how to combat. That's my side of it. But I still do like the idea. Wall Street Viking, thank you so much for the super. SSR does matter. It makes a higher number of short exempt shares. True, that need to be purchased back in T6 days from SSR transactions, according to True Demons DD. Yes, Wall Street Viking, thank you so much for the super. And yeah, you are right. So it does create a higher amount of short exempt trades, which do need to be closed back. The other thing that SSR does is it lowers the time window where they can short, so they actually can just limit runs. Because let's just say you are going to short 1 million shares that day across the board between like a bunch of different funds. Well, those shares can be spread out throughout any second of the day. But with SSR, you can only short when it's going up. So at any time it's going down, nope, you can't short there. Or you can short exempt like Wall Street Viking was saying, but like every single time that the stock is going up, if we get some momentum, they can just pile in right there. That's why I don't really like SSR a whole lot. They have to pay off debt first, let AA issue more shares and pay off the debt. I don't want to talk about I don't want to have any sort of asking for more shares unless we're past all-time highs. Because if they want to raise another $1 billion and we're past 100, well, you only need 10 million shares. And if the volume's high around there, it's nothing. It's not going to affect us at all, but then it helps AMC. Can you explain what max pain is? Yes. So max pain is the price where the most amount of options contracts, calls, and puts expire worthless, so out of the money. So what that essentially does is it benefits whoever's selling options, market makers and institutions, and hurts options buyers, mainly retail investors on a weekly basis. SV, I changed one scene from The Big Short. Your bet against smart money is against smart money. You're about to find out how smart that money really is. No, your bet is against dumb money. Their bet is against dumb money. Our bet is against smart money. Oh, I get it. I like that. I like that, Ludwig. That's a good one. STV, tell people to change sub alerts bell to all so they can see your stream. If it's unpersonalized, it won't always show your videos. Oh, interesting. Yeah, so make sure you guys have notifications on too. Let's see. Let's see here, everybody. How are we doing? Why allow AMC to raise more money and dilute more shares before one a higher price? No. I want it to be at a higher price. That's what I'm saying. No, if it's going to be a give and take at this point, because we've already given them the war chest, so you have to give us something in return. Not it's not there. They can't get the price above 100, but if we end up getting there, I would then say go for it. 10, not a lot of shares though. 10 million is fine. You make the outstanding shares from 513 to 523. That's a negligible difference. And then if they sell them directly to us, well then we own more shares. Just picked up another 10 shares. Let's go, Kyle. Attaboy. Here we go, people. All right. So we've got about 13 minutes until the market opens, everybody. Amy is up about 0.5%, 0.45%. GME's up 2%. IWM's up 0.3%. Bed Bath & Beyond's up 10%. That could be interesting today. We're probably going to leave Bed Bath & Beyond up for a while. G-Rust, I agree. Sell shares to retail. Mikey likes the stock. Good morning. Trey's Kenny G video is super funny. Oh, I haven't seen it. Lou keeps saying the squeeze is happening this month. Do you think it's possible? I think that's a dangerous thing to say unless you have really, really strong evidence. I've pointed out as to why I think we could see a run this month. But hyping people up that it's going to happen this month typically doesn't end well for everybody, because if it doesn't happen, then everybody's going to get angry at you. But it's fine if you can deal with it. Then run it. Let's see. Can we break the 50 MA on what time frame? On the 3-month, I mean, we have a little bit of a this right here. We might. I mean, it's up at 26, which is around max pain. On the 6-month, I believe where's the death cross? I think it's on the daily. Yeah, so we're about to get a little bit of a death cross, but the thing is that this could have already been the move because we've been trending down here. We could end up starting to see this start to come back. So we could be in for a little bit more bearishness, but other than that, I think we're decent. Have you also noticed the connection between Bitcoin and AMC movements? Coincidence, or is there something behind it? I think coincidence. I think, Hood is down pre-market. Here we go. Colton, where you at, buddy? Oh, come on. It's only down a penny. I need Hood to be down a lot more than that. Matt's Duck Suspenders, thank you so much for the super. I appreciate that, man. Lou says he has inside info. Yeah, I think he does, but I don't know. That's the thing. You might have it, you might not have it. I don't really know. Matt's Duck Suspenders, though, thank you so much for that super. I appreciate it, man. Rico has a video of how each time we run up, it correlates with the option expiration dates. I like that more people are talking about that because I've said that every single day for the past 6 months. Every time we have a run up, There's a nasty option chain behind it. January, yes. June, absolutely. September, we ran from 28 to 52. There's a decent option chain there. And now the next time that we have this decent options chain is now. So let's see what happens. Every single time that we've had a big run up is right around the time of a big options expiration date with a lot of open interest and a lot of call contracts that either are in the money or have the potential to run in the money. Nasty options. I love them. They're nasty. Yeah, I mean, I like what Lud like the whole point of like what he does is to like chill people out and like get people excited and he's a good storyteller. So, I mean, any videos that I've watched of his, I don't look at them for the information that's provided, if that makes sense. That's not the point of them. Death's Cross sounds pretty metal. It does. Does stock price affect earnings calls for companies? No. The earnings call will affect the stock price. Sad that's the only reason why AMC runs. Corey, why? Corey, how you doing, man? You feeling a little bit better today? How you doing? Rico's video was good last night. He went in depth on it, but I've heard you say it too. Yeah, I mean every single time. Every single time it's there's always an options chain behind a move. Because here's the thing. You're not going to see like broad shorts just covering. You're going to see a culmination of different catalysts and bullish like indicators that are going to let a stock go. So if it starts to go at all, it's like, okay, well, call like options running the money. The way I want you guys to think about a gamma squeeze, we've talked about this a little bit in the past. This is the example that I like to lose. It's like a faucet in a sink, but you only have a certain amount of water. A short squeeze is going to turn on that faucet to the highest amount, but in short bursts. So it shoots out the water quicker and then it goes down into the sink and it's done. A gamma squeeze is you turn on the faucet, but it's like slow. It's a slow backdrop of buying momentum that creates this positive feedback loop that you're just going to continuously see slow, nice buying that is going to be a nice backdrop for the stock. Let's see here. Did AMC insiders acquire shares yesterday? Not necessarily. Adam Aaron just basically got granted shares a part. I think they were RSUs or some. I think that's what they're called. And it's just a part of his executive compensation package. Wife shoots water. Oh, wanted felons. GME options for the 28th as well. In terms of a gamma squeeze, AMC looks much better than GameStop. Like we can look at it right here for the monthly. GME doesn't have like the crazy gamma potential. It just doesn't have it. Like you don't see a crazy high amount of contracts unless we're gonna run to like above 200 on GME. 170, 150, there's a decent amount, but other than that, like it's not crazy. Like and the reason for that is because they're so expensive. Do you think BBBY is a bait and switch to take buyers away from AMC? No, I think BBBY is correlated to AMC and GME. We've seen it in the past. When it starts to run, it helps push up AMC and GME. Remember the last time that we saw their earnings, which I guess they came out. Oh yeah, because today is Thursday, so it must have been pre-market. We saw them announce a share buyback. They ripped in the after hours, and AMC and GME went with it in a big way. So they are all correlated. You can't say they're not. Like there's no way to say like yeah, some days they're going to diverge from each other, but other than that, like they are significantly correlated. Does A get a set number or set value of shares? Technically, but it's all a part of his compensation package. Why is the max pain for the 21st so low, like 22? The reason is because there's so many bullish bets on the option chain and they're closer to the money because the options are cheaper. If you have a high amount of open interest for an options chain on the call side, that's closer to where the stock is currently trading at and not a lot of puts. Well, the max pain is going to be lower because in order to get the vast majority of those contracts out of the money, well, the price would need to be lower. Vix is much older than 50. Bro, I'm 22. I bought more AMC last week and the week before and yesterday. The only thing I'm thinking about is how many more shares do I buy today, says Josh. Whoo! I like it, buddy. I like it. I like it a lot. Here we go. STV, thanks for streaming. Ryan, thanks for coming in, man. I appreciate it. Rolled the 26 strikes to the 28th from this week on AMC. Mikey likes to talk. There you go. Let's see. All right. So Amy's down up about 0.26% in the pre-market. IWM's looking decent. GME's coming up about 2.68%, looking decent. Hood coming down. That's what we want to see right there. All right, so we got 5 minutes until the market opens, everybody. For everybody new filtering in, if you guys don't mind hitting that like button, just helps out with the algorithm. We're going to be on for a while today. We got a lot of room to go. Let's see what happens with Amy here. Again, I still think that it's possible that we come down, but again, we could see a nice green day before we come down to those lower levels and then start to really bounce back up. Do I have a price bracket? No. Do you think the DTCC has to cover the rest of the AMC and GME FTDs if hedgies go bankrupt during MOS? Yeah, they do. I mean, the DTCC and all of the other members of the DTCC are on the hook for that. If you're a member, it's like a communal thing over there. Like they're all kind of on the hook for everything. Let's see. Remember when I said QQQ puts yesterday morning? There you go, Dennis. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see over there. Everybody making money. Yeah, yesterday, if I had to settle cash, I would have been trading the absolute nuts out of IWM puts. That's probably what I would have done. All right, IWM coming back down a little bit. Let's see here, everybody. Spy Strangle? You could. You need a big move, though. You have 7. You also have 75 SQQQ calls? Woo-hoo! There you go. You're crushing it over there, my man. Atta boy. Why is Matt getting hate on Reddit? Like, why? I don't get it. I don't get it. I'll never understand it. All right, let's see over here. What did we have over here? Oh, BBBY. I want to see what they do at market open in 3 minutes. Oh my God. They're up 15%. Jeez. Jeez. Yeah, IWM would have printed. Unless it gammas, we won't be back in the 30s till next week with a solid move up. No. I mean, we still have time for the gamma. We booming soon. We are so close. The patterns are a combination of the first 2 cycles and the third extended from June till nowish. We are here. I says, I don't know what to do. There you go, man. Let's see what happens. All right. So Bed Bath & Beyond, we're going to watch them and see how correlated they're going to be with AMC and GME today. GME is up 2.67. AMC is up 1.1. We're seeing this little Bed Bath & Beyond pop, and then we see Amy and GME start to pop too. So they're all kind of correlated right now. Let's see what's going to happen. Do you guys want to watch IWM today or SPY? Which one do you guys want on the bottom left? We're going to throw TLT up sometimes. But other than that, we're probably just going to have the same things. And then we'll rotate out Bed Bath & Beyond if we really, really need to. When podcast, this kind of is my podcast, you know. AMC has great earnings. We go down. BBBY has bad earnings. They go up. I'm sure that's normal. That's just kind of how earnings work. You guys want SPY bottom left? Okay, cool. We can do that. SPY selling off into the market open today. Amy coming down. We got 2 minutes left, people. Here we go. Let's see what happens today. It's going to be interesting. Yeah, we can put IWM on it. Walmart bottom left. Shut up, Ryan. You guys love your Walmart, huh? You know what, guys? I might do a Walmart earnings play just so like I have a more of an incentive to just like put Walmart up. You can actually hit some nasty plays on Walmart for earnings. Walmart and Target I've hit a couple times that are nuts. Can we watch the prices right instead? No, we can't. We can play the prices. Can I zoom in a bit on the chart so we can see the bigger and fatter candles? Fine. But then it's like when it moves, I'm going to have to like zoom in and zoom out. Like market open, it's just going to like flicker all over the place. All over the place. Did we get more data? Is this why the SPY's freaking out? Remember the whole market got hit yesterday? I'd like to think to start covering. I'd stay positive. Yeah. Let's see. I talked about it in July. Ethan, which one? The option chain? Yeah, I've been bullish on the January option chain since like July. Uh John, thank you so much for the super. I appreciate it, man. Morning utilization for AMC. 76.52%. Thank you for the super, man. I appreciate that. At this point in time, everyone pretty much owns a synthetic share. Yeah, 100%. Is CEI looking ready to rip? I don't know. Hold on. Ding, ding, ding. Amy getting a little bit of a pop here. Bed Bath & Beyond kind of hanging out. Spy, what you doing over here? Coming up a little bit. GME. Oh, ho, ho. Look at this candle over here on GME. A little bit of a market open. Ooh, Amy, you shouldn't have. You shouldn't have, Amy. Let's go, people. All right, for everybody new filtering in, make sure you guys hit that like button. We're going to be on for a while. Amy up 1.6% right now as the market's opening. GME is up 4. Spy is coming up. Bed Bath & Beyond, let's see what they're going to do. Let's see if the buyers are going to step in on this thing. It's up 13% right now. Let's see here. GME and AMC looking like they want to get a little bit jumpy and kind of reverse some of those losses that we had yesterday. But let's see. Rebound City. Yeah, it could be. What's the short interest look like? 17, in the 17 range. Did you see Meet Kevin's vid on how the Fed is sucking out liquidity for the market? No. We know they're going to do that. They're sucking liquidity through, one, they've been doing it with the reverse repos. Well, that's more the banking system. Two, they're also going to the tapering of asset purchases. They're going to do it with that. And then rate hikes. When you increase rates, it sucks money out of the system. Here we go. So Amy is up 0.84. The SPY is looking like it wants to have a little bit of fun today. Let's see what happens over here. Amy coming down a little bit. GME, same difference over here. Bed Bath & Beyond trying to make a little bit of a move up here, up 13.5%. Here we go. BBBY is freaking out. Yeah. Wow. GME tanking. Not really. I mean, it's up 4.5% off a giant market open green candle. Rocket gang. Yeah. Here we go. We'll get some rockets. Rockets in the chat, everybody. Rockets and basketballs is what we're going to need. Here we go. Let's get some rockets and basketballs. Huh? Let's get it going. Let's get it going here. All right. SPY's looking like it wants to have a little bit of a move here. We've got Amy kind of hanging out, up 1.1. GME hanging in that, wow, up 5.5% right now. Hedgie's attacking our conviction. You can't attack my conviction. It is not going anywhere. If you drop the price, here's the thing. If AMC was just trading like very, very low volume and the price was staying flat, I'd get a little bit nervous then. But the fact that we're still seeing these crazy high volatile moves and they're still trying to push it down is like, all right, we're still in this. They're still trying to push it down. They're still messing with it. And we are like, nothing's changed. Shorts haven't, I mean, the shorts are kind of like in a cycle, unless it's like the really big shorts that were in the beginning that like rolled it out in terms of like swaps and hiding it in the option chain. But the shorts are like cycling in and out. So the danger zone that they've created is still there. We need to get a test of that danger zone to really see what's going to happen. But the fact that they are still trying to fight this thing shows us that we are still in it and nothing has changed. Look at Hood. Please tell me it's going down. Don't. Oh, how are these puts doing? I mean, they're not the worst. They're not the best. All righty. Hit that like, you zombie, says Jackstad. I appreciate that, my man. So glad I bought more GME yesterday. Yeah, I was buying more AMC than GME yesterday. I need to get some more GME. I just, in general, I want to have more GME. Like, I just don't have enough, in my opinion. SB, how exactly are hedgies attacking us, in your opinion? Okay, so what essentially they're doing is they're strategically shorting. So what they're doing is they see where the market makers have a bunch of put, or everybody has a bunch of put open interest. They'll short it down to a certain level, send a bunch of puts in the money, and force the market makers to short to hedge those contracts. So it's double shorting. They're just literally pushing it in one direction and starting the ball rolling so that the market makers come down too. Then they're inciting fear. So some retail investors are going to sell. You're going to see everybody freak out in the live chats all the time. And that's how they're attacking us, because people don't necessarily understand that the fact that they're still attacking means that nothing's changed and they're just making it worse for themselves. Hey, buddy, you're part of my new routine, says Cody. I appreciate that, man. Hood going down is part of Vlad's plan. It's kind of obvious. Hey, that's fine. I mean, I want it below 15 by the end of the week, but it's coming back up a little bit now. I want to see Robinhood get absolutely nuked. SPY is getting absolutely jumpy right here. Let's see if Amy can get a little bit of action too. It's up 1.23. GME's up. There it is. About almost 5%, 4.9%. Here we go, people. What do you think about DRSing your shares? I think that you can do it if you want to. It's like kind of. I think it's net neutral, honestly. I mean, it does get the shares out of the hands of brokers, and the DTCC, which is a good thing, but it's just an old system that like it is going to be a little bit more. It's going to take you a little bit more time to sell, which in my opinion is not, I don't want to deal with. Bankrupt Vlad, yeah. Just bought two $25 calls for the week on Amy Gambler. Ryan, you're buying calls at market open? What are you, crazy? We haven't even seen a move yet. We haven't even seen it pick a direction. It could easily sell off and then come back up, or it could just go nuclear. Like that's also true too. All right, how's Bed Bath & Beyond doing right now? Yeah, okay. So watch this. This is what we're gonna see here. We're gonna see how Bed Bath & Beyond is gonna react today. If it starts to get a little bit jumpy, which it looks like it wants to, watch AMC and GME and see what they do. Why are you on timeout? I didn't time you out. Can you make the chart crisper? Hold on. Am I not on 1080? I'm on 1080. You guys should be able to see it. Let's see. We are all crazy. Don't you watch CNBC? Yeah, exactly. Let's see here, everybody. All right, so a little bit of a red candle here. Same thing with the SPY. I mean, we're still up. What are we at? 0.75%, looking decent. GME's up 3.87. All right, everybody. Wish you could have options trading. What happened? Options trading is like it's either it speeds up the process of making money, but it also speeds up the process of losing money. So you got to be very, very careful with what you're doing over there. Cryptocurrencies aren't real solutions to financial equality, Senator Elizabeth Warren says. Shut up, Elizabeth Warren. Nobody cares what you think. All right, let's see. What do we got over here? Let's do a quick Ortex update over here. They borrowed a lot of shares today. Let's refresh this and see what's going on. Wow, 1.18 million shares borrowed, 36,000 returned. So we're at an estimated short interest of 17.56%. Again, low cost to borrow with those utilization numbers being pretty low. SPY at 469.32. Hold on, let me take a look and see what SPY is doing over here. All right, people. Yeah, let's see. Walmart or Texas? Shut up, DMI's avocado. No. Alrighty. Let's see. SSR doesn't matter? No, it never mattered. It never mattered. I mean, sometimes it does with those short exempts. So it creates more short exempts, which you have to close out within T6. But other than that, it just it shortens the amount of like time window that you have to short every single day. Do you think we will see 17 today? No, I think we're gonna have a little bit of. I think we're gonna have a little bit of strength today, and then watch tomorrow. I think it's possible that we go down at some point and test that $20 level before we start to go on that moon mission again. AMC and GME are on SSR, can only be shorted on upticks. Yep. Why is the VIX not open? It should be. Bitcoin is about to go green, and somehow my mana coin is tanking. Yeah. 69.69 end of the day says I don't know what to do. There you go. Why is the cost to borrow so low? Okay, so the cost to borrow is so low just because of the fact that utilization is low. So utilization is like a way to look at the overall market for lendable shares, and it has to do with supply and demand. So there's more supply than there typically is. So if there's more supply of a good, in order to get your hands on it, well, you're not going to have to pay as much. It's not a scarce resource. When the utilization goes up, ooh, Amy popping a little bit here. Here we go, people. When utilization goes up and there's less shares, it becomes a scarce resource. So you're gonna have to pay more in order to get your hands on those shares. It's just the market for securities lending. That's really all that it is. Usually when we have a big drop like yesterday, we are up for, yeah, sometimes moon mission is canceled, says Keith. Who said that? Because we have no supply? No. There is a lot of supply of shares that they want to lend out. What is the plan of the Fed? Get some retail involved in the stock market and then go on a massive fear campaign? I don't know about that. Maybe the actual cost of borrow is zero because the government wants them to tank us. Nah, I don't think so. I'm still wondering how utilization can be so low with all these synthetics and so many retail shares. Well, utilization wouldn't really account for like the synthetics that are already out there. Um, and somehow they're just finding a way to get their hands on more shares. Here's the other way why utilization is probably a lot higher. When you look at institutional ownership, institutions went from owning 20% to 30% ish, according to the last numbers that we saw. So when institutions loan more, those are the ones that are typically loaning those shares. Now, if they're not getting taken out, there's just a bigger basket of shares that they can loan out. And when you see that, it's like, okay, well, institutions kind of bought those shares from us because we owned 80%. Oh, AMC's getting a nice pop here, making a new day high. Here we go, up 2%. What's GME doing? GME settling down in that 4.29% range. AME's getting a little bit of volume here. We're at 3.73 million in volume already within the first 10 minutes. Here we go. BBBY is coming up too. Here we go, everybody. BBBY is up 20%. Yeah, that is absolutely insane. Like, that's craziness. So let's see what happens here. SPY is coming up. AMC is looking pretty, I mean, it's bouncing back today. It's up 50 cents right now. We're going to need to see like a $2.50 move today. I think it's $2.50 in order to kind of counteract the move that we saw yesterday. Overreaction means discount. Yep. Oh, SCB looks like I made the right call and getting in a little early. Ryan, there you go. Are you using the 1348 stuff? I think we're going to see a lot of short covering spikes today. Nah. If you were to see like widespread short covering, you'd see the volume really rip up and you'd see like parabolic moves, which is not really what we're seeing. We're just seeing nice, like what's the volume on this? 229,000. It's not that crazy. Why do we limit ourselves to only one day for a celebration of tacos? I don't know, man. It just happens. All right. Let's see. Amy, 2320-ish right now. GME at 135. Bed Bath & Beyond up 20% right now with a day high at 1631. It's at around 16 flat right now. SPY coming down. Here we go, people. 30% institutions, so we only own 70% of the float. Exactly. That's what I was saying. I'm like, the mindset needs to change. Like, people like to kind of sit back and be like, we own the float. It's fine. It's like, no. It's like, if you really want to get back to those numbers, we need to get back to that 80% range. And here's the thing, that would increase the utilization because we aren't going to be the ones loaning out those big blocks of shares. So that's kind of why we're seeing the utilization go lower, because these institutions are just like, yeah, we can loan these shares, but it doesn't mean they are getting loaned out. So just because they're creating more supply, the cost to borrow is going to be lower because they have that extra bank of shares in the back end. What's the highest volume we have seen this early for AMC? I'm not sure. Austin, SB question, how do they get math on the utilization when everyone is saying retail owns 90% of the float? Well, they're wrong when they say that. That's the thing. Like, people like to say that we own 90%. We don't. I'll go over this again. So when Adam Aaron comes out and says we own 80% of the float, the numbers were from back before June. So they're accurate then. So 80% back then, and that's when the utilization was super high. And the reason for that was because institutions, we bought it from the institutions, so they didn't have as many shares to loan out. But when he says 90%, here's what he's talking about. We don't actually own 90%. So kind of just get that out of your head. We don't own 90%. Here's why. The reason why he said, if the ETFs and mutual funds who have to buy it and hold it and are not trading it were accounted for that in the float, so decreasing the float number, then we would have owned 90% of the actual shares getting traded on a day-to-day basis. It's not actually 90% of the flow. It's 90% of what's actually out there being traded, but it's not that number anymore. It's 6 months old. We actually own 800%. If there's a lot of synthetics, yes, we do. Just bought 13 more shares. Let's go. There you go, Richard. Again, after June, he came out and said retail owns closer to 90%. Yeah, guys, I mean, I'm telling you right now what it is and exactly what he said. It's just a way to kind of cherry pick the data. SPY's coming up here. GME up 3.65. BBBY coming down a little bit. AMC kind of chilling up about 1% right now. I accidentally missed market open, says Taylor. I was moving and grooving at work and forgot to join the stream. Keep up the good work, Vix. Love the streams and videos. Taylor, I appreciate that. So how much do we own now? Around 70, maybe a little bit less. News on 13Fs. Have any institutions been selling? I haven't. I mean, it's still early. The quarter just ended. So we are going to see those 13F filings start to trickle in over the next month or so. Watch Hood. Oh, please tell me it's coming down. Please tell me that thing's coming down. Oh, My contracts went from dead to back to if I'm green on these I can't believe I'm green on this contract. This is hilarious. This contract was literally worth like $1 at one point. I bought one for 22 bucks because I had no settled cash in my account. So I was just kind of messing around and it's now worth 36 bucks. I'm up 63%. That is hilarious. All right, holding it. We need Hood to really start to get going to the downside. Amy's up 0.97%. Spy's kind of flickering around here. GME is up 3.18. Here we go, people. Baba up over 5%. I don't like Baba. Baba's trash. Not because of their company, just because of like all of the different like China tension stuff that we see. Let's get that all-time low on Hood. We are 1512 is the all-time low. Wow, it hit 1512. That is insane. Would you ever make a video on options trading for beginners? Yes. 100%. So AMC coming down a little bit here. We have SPY coming down. GME's coming down a little bit here. A little bit of a sell-off. Let's see what's going to happen around here. We're about flat on the day right now. 70% in prop dropping, not trying to spread FUD, but some of you need the truth. That's what I'm saying too. That's kind of what I'm trying to, because here's the thing. If you have the mindset that we own the flow, we own everything, because then people just aren't going to buy. They're going to be like, yeah, whatever. But if you want to get back to those, I honestly I might make a video about this as to exactly why we're seeing what we're seeing in the data, and why the cost to borrow is so low, why the utilization's down, why we're seeing these short interest numbers not like it all has to do with institutions that have bought the shares from us. So much for SSR. Exactly. Like SSR doesn't matter. You guys never heard me say yesterday that SSR matters. I was just like, oh, it came down to the point and just ripped right off of it. I'm like, that's a bit weird. All right, here we go. Video voice. No, that was not my video voice. That is cold. He took all of that super chat. No, stop. He still talks about AMC, I think. Let's see here. Let's see. All righty, everybody. Vix, are you going to give us your cell phone number? No, why would I do that? I definitely don't want to do that. Jamie. Oh, Jamie, we see you at the FOMO rally, buddy. You'll be back. If the Fed raises interest rates, wouldn't it help our AMC play? I don't think so. I think it would actually bring it down. All right, so Amy is making new lows today, or new lows of the day, down 5 cents, 0.22%. SPY is coming down. Hood is coming down as well. GME up 2% right now, but it also had that giant candle in the morning. That's been kind of helping it out a little bit. AMC didn't really see that, so let's see if we can get a little bit of a bounce here. Let's see. We need a better / new message for social media to attract new investors. Someone smart come up with one, please. We own the float and we love AMC. Isn't making no. We own the float is not. We don't, like, according to the like what's been happening. We don't. And we want to. That's the thing. We don't own it and we want to. Amy getting some candles here. Let's see what happens. See what happens here. I'll be back, says Jamie. I know you'll be back, buddy. Mandy has his cell phone number. No, he doesn't. Apes aren't leaving, says Ryan. 100%. We do own the float. We own it. We own it if there's all of those synthetics. But again, we would own more, but then there's still more shares out there. So it just increases the amount of shares. So like, do you want people to be like very relaxed and be like, we own it. No need to really buy anymore. Whatever. Just hold. It'll be fine, right? Nah, if you just hold, this is what happens. Same corruption, different day. Yep. SB, don't you find it interesting that Credit Suisse's hedge fund division got shut down after Archegos? Yeah. It's not like their hedge fund division. We went over this morning. It's their division that like works with hedge funds. It's like their prime brokerage division that they're kind of shutting down, which is really big. It's going to lead to a lot of recalls because a lot of like any other bank is going to be like, no, we're not taking any of this stuff from you. All right. AMC is getting some fear candles here for pretty much no reason, down 1.7%. How's Cinemark doing today? That's what I want to look at. How's Cinemark doing? Oh, great. Up 0.77%. How's IMAX doing today? Oh, up 0.8%. Great. Amy down 1.71. Awesome. That makes a whole lot of sense. What's BBBY doing right now? Is it selling off hard? Yep. So BBBY is selling off pretty hard right now. That is kind of, it's hurting AME a little bit. SPY's getting some big candles here. That's kind of what we're seeing. We're seeing the market start to sell again. Why does support on AMC always get just blasted through, but resistance takes forever to break? Because they know they can see where the support and resistance levels are. They know with their algos. I think I'm around 8,000 shares now, says Ryan. Attaboy. How's Vix doing today? Doing good. Let's see. Let's see here. Yeah, so for everybody new filtering in, if you guys don't mind hitting that like button on the stream, just helps out with the algo a little bit. Thank you guys so much for showing all that support on the channel recently. We got Amy down about 2, SPY down about, it's flat, but it's coming down hard. GME still up 1.12. It's looking like it wants to come down. All the little indicators are looking like it wants to come down. Here's what we're going to look at on AMC. If the 50 starts to trend down, we're going to be looking at those 50 MA tests again. That's what we're going to be looking at. Let's see. Just added 2 more AMC, says Trevor. There you go. Not gonna lie, the red sucks, but hitting 19 to 20 has been something we have talked about for months, which should lead to a bounce, hopefully up to 30. Yeah, Relly's picking up steam. Oh, did you cash out a Relly? There you go. I'll like it, but I'm out here. Need to value my time with Lily. Anything else than this garbage? Yeah, Corey, that's fine. You can come back later. It'll bounce around 20 to 21. That's what I'm looking at too. So that's kind of what I've been saying. It's very possible that we go down to those lower levels before we really see the buyers start to step back in, unless we're going to get that gap fill in the teens. Is it possible? Yes. Would we most likely start to really rip off of those levels? I would think so. I got new contacts today, everybody, so I can see, and my eyes don't feel like they're going to freak out. All right. Lots of volume for AMC. We need that. No. Volume is a result, not a cause. We need to see a lot of buying pressure come in. Once we see the buying pressure come in and the price action start to reflect those buying pressure, then we're going to see the volume step back in because a lot of people are going to be stepping back in with their buy order. So the volume is a result. Like if we saw 10 shares traded and the volume was 10 on one given day, but all of those shares transacted at 60, then the price would be at 60, but then everybody would pile in and start buying and selling, and it would be this crazy, like high volume day. So the way I think about volume, it's a result, not a cause. It's demand and supply that are going to be the cause. It's like buying demand, like supply pressure, essentially. Can you start a thread on your Twitter for everyone to post why they hold AMC? I think we'll find a new message that way. Yeah, we could. Let's see. Thanks for thinking about it. Yeah, anytime. Let's see. Want to look at Relly? Yeah, I can take a look at Relly. Relly flat. You want to take a look at the Ortex on Relly? We could. Let's see. Ortex on Relly, how's it doing? 60%. That's huge. 100% utilization, super high cost to borrow. It doesn't look like Relly's done. So let's see what happens over here with Relly. If it starts to break out, it could really get going. SPY's bouncing up a little bit here, but the overall market is looking like it's showing more weakness today. GME is coming down, only up 0.25 now. Amy's down about 2.4. Let's see. Let's see. Can you look at TLT? Yeah, I'll pull up TLT really quick. TLT should be green today. Ow. Oh, here comes a candle. So that's SSR right here. That's literally SSR. So remember, they took out loans today on AMC of a lot. Uptick, hit it hard. That's what they're doing on this right now. So that's why SSR hurts us. When we start to come back up, they'll just hammer it right back down. GME's coming down as well. They kind of did a very, very similar thing on GME over here. Let's see. Bought yesterday at 24.19. Then Amy dropped hard. I can't second guess my buys or I'll drive myself mad. I just keep buying and holding. This is the way. There you go, Keith. Let's see. Thanks for the rally check. Anytime. Subscribe for the long term. I appreciate it. New low on Hood. Woo! Let's print. My one little baby contract's gonna hit. No, it's not. Let's see. Really, if I make $100 on this freaking Hood play, I'd be crazy happy because that'd be so funny. All right. So Amy, right around 22. GME, yeah, now GME is getting hammered right now, down 1%. So they're attacking it again. They're coming after him, people. Let's see. Way back on June run gap, from 14 to 17. You're up over 500% on hood puts you bought yesterday. Yeah, I bet you are. I bought my hood puts at literally the worst time. I bought them, and in the chat with Colton, I was like, "Oh shoot, I should not have bought these here." And then it ran back up, tested the 50 and the 100, and then started coming down. So I should have just wait. I just kind of bought them because I was like, "Screw you, hood, you're coming down. Might as well play the momentum." But I should have been smarter about it. The contracts are green now by like 80%, which is kind of sweet. But if I waited a little bit, I probably could have gotten like 2 contracts at this strike, or even more, and just really printed on them. But again, it was just random cash that I had in my account that I was like, I just want to spend it. Okay. Amy now down below 22. SPY is showing weakness. GME is getting hammered too. They're both getting hit. Trying to scare us out. Exactly. Do not let them scare you. Think about everything broad about this play. Have the shorts covered. No, what they're actually doing is adding to their short positions, trying to push it down and incite fear in your soul and make your stomach and skin crawl and be like, oh, and then you're going to see people in the chat be like, is it over? It's like, okay, well, here's how you can kind of figure out if it's over or not. Have the shorts covered their short positions, and has AMC failed as a company? No, to both of those things. It has not happened on either of them. So the fact that they're doing this, it's not shaking me out at all. Yeah, it sucks to see where my account's at right now. Sucks. But at the same time, it's like, all right, we've been through this before. We've seen where we can go and where we can bounce. We've seen these big sell-offs on AMC. And then what happens after? It just starts to go. So it can rip at any time. They're lowering the danger zone yet again. Like, let's just go over and see what Amy's Ortex is looking like right now. They already borrowed like 1 million shares on it today. Let's see. When we come over here, is it 1.18 million, 54,000 shares returned? We're at 17.56% estimated short interest. And here's the other thing I wanted to show you guys. They're chasing it down. Look, hold on. Shares on loan, it's curling down again. So they're chasing it down for essentially no reason. This price action, here's the thing. The shorts are still wrong. Just because they have more money to push and ping pong the price around doesn't mean that they're right at all. It doesn't mean that they're right. Look at Stonko calls and the money dropped off huge. Yeah, that's a glitch. So when we come out here, look, 102,000 right here. If we refresh it and it freaks out, yeah, that's a glitch. That's not real. When we come over here to the AMC's option chain on this, let me just hit the refresh to actually take a look. Hold on. No. It is way more than what they're showing is like 30,000. It's way more than that. So they're seeing some glitches over there. The option chain is still nasty for January, and it will continue to get even more reckless as the price comes down and people start piling into calls again. Market about to tank again. Yeah, I mean, it's not looking great. 8.5 million in volume. 8.65 now. Hood coming down. GME's trying to bounce back up, down 2. Amy's down 4. Let's see. Let's see here. All right, everybody. If it hits 21, my limit order to buy will hit again, says Kendall. There you go, buddy. Yeah, the SPY is getting nuked right now from 470 to 466. That is a huge move on the SPY. So this is a broad market move, and they're kind of using these broad market moves as an excuse for to kind of attack everything. Hood new lows over here. Let's see how these are doing. 115% on this hood put right here. There we go. You are lying, says Steven. Steven, what am I lying about, buddy? What am I lying about? What happened to the option chain? Nothing. Nothing happened to the option chain right here. It's still the same. Where is it? AMC right here. It's still the same exact thing. Nothing's changed. You're just seeing glitches across the board. Popped in to say hi. You're killing it with the view. Oh, thank you, Jazz Cabbage. I really appreciate that, man. This is so laughable. Their desperation excites me. I would have to agree with this. I would have to agree with that statement. If I had 1,000,000 shares of AMC and I kept selling back and forth with my friend in increments to lower the price all day, does that drive the price down? Yes, because yes, it does. That's a short ladder attack. You should not be doing that. Oh, more fear candles. Here it comes. Okay, so honestly, we're gonna be looking at this low 20 range today. Is what I'm thinking. With the market being as weak as it is right now, we're gonna be looking at GME got a nice little pop here. That's not bad. Little buy order come in there. What's the volume on GME? 804,000. So there's a lot of volume on GME, down 1.83%. Amy down 5. So watch what's gonna happen at these lower levels. So GME is making like lots of lows. So we have not seen GME down at these levels. We've seen AMC recently come down to these levels before. It is selling right now. Let's see what's gonna happen here. Does it make sense they're dropping it low enough to cover so we can go ahead and squeeze before people have been holding for a year and they want their tax money? Yeah, it's possible, but at the same time, they've already gotten it to this low of a level before, and they didn't really cover then. So we've already seen it go lower than this, like 2 weeks ago. We saw it at 2080 or something lower around there. All right, here it comes. Here it comes. Let's see here, people. Down 7% right now for absolutely no reason. SPY selling off, hood coming down. Let's see. 2080 would be a double bottom. If we don't hold there, I expect a gap fill. It could. My hangover feel worse than with today's action. Yeah. I bought AMC with leverage. You probably shouldn't have done that. We've always been saying like if you are buying with leverage, it's very, very, very risky because you could end up with nothing and get liquidated. How's Prague doing over here? Prague down 6. Oh my, what is this? What's Cinemark and IMAX doing right now? What? Okay. Everything is bleeding out today. What's Tesla and Apple doing? Are they getting hammered too? Tesla down 4%. What's Apple doing? AAPL down 0.69. What about Nvidia? 0.16. AMD. Like everything is getting just beaten today. All right. Bounced off 2090. Let's see. GME is at 125.04. Whew. Welcome to the bear market. Yeah, it could be. We're going to see a lot of action start to come in here. So, all right, we're bouncing off of this low right here. Where's the double bottom? Is it 2080? 2080 looks like it's going to be the bottom on the daily. So let's see if we're going to get back down there and hit that double bottom. Keith, thank you for the super. Come and get your discounted shares. Today's forecast. Bye. Keith, thanks for that super. I appreciate it, man. It's probably a great time to cover these short positions, says Philip. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. They've pushed it lower than this before. 2080 has been the recent low. So let's see what happens around around this 2080 and around 20 to see if they're really going to try to push it lower. But again, they've taken a lot of shares on loan. And we're going to GME's coming down again, 124.36. Jeez. Chan. Oh, we got Chan back in here. What happened to SSR? Remember, SSR is pretty useless, people. RSI at 29 on what time frame? Just bought more, says Paul EV. There you go. New Max Payne. Let me take a look. 26. Nah, I still see it at 26. What's Ortex? All right, let's bring it up. 17.56, 1.18 million borrowed, 54,000 returned. All right, so it's trying to bounce off this low at 2090. SPY is just not having fun. GME, low of the day at 124. Let's see. This is just brutal. It is, man. I might just go and buy some more shares. Hold on. Let me see. What do I have? I'm literally going to take these hood profits and just go buy more shares. Hood, why aren't you coming down more? Bleed, bro. Bleed, Hood. I want to get at least a couple more AMC shares out of you just coming down. That's what I want. It will bounce, says Lane. I agree. Let's see. Short exempt volume is going to be through the roof. Yeah. Let's see. Let's go to the 20s. I've got 3K to put into this, says Carlos. There you go, buddy. I'll take 1,000 shares of Hood at a buck. Yeah. Yep. They're shorting at such low price, low danger zone. Yep, they are lowering the danger zone. Tomorrow's numbers are going to come out, and you're going to see the average days on loan just go floop right down. So danger zone is now going to be upper 30s, most likely, because actually it's probably still right around 40. Right around 40 is going to be the danger zone. So SPY coming down. What's Hood doing? Hood, what is this nonsense? Down. Hood, go down. Sit down, buddy. Talk about a sea of red. Yeah, everything's getting hammered. This new Fed, the Fed minutes are really just not helping anything right now. The SPY's down about 0.5% right now and still moving. Amy's bouncing a little bit off of these lows. But other than that, like everything, GME making new lows at 123, 123.24 right here. Amy's bouncing a little bit, but again, we're going to have to watch some of these levels here because look at this. The SPY is just not showing any signs of turning back around. I wish I had settled Actually, technically I will have settled. Nah, I'm not going to mess around with that. I'll have some settled cash next week that I can play with. I wish I had some cash to play these puts. Evergrande is up. That's drunk. Do you think a lot of this is because of the January 21st options that are in the money? There's still like, hold on, let me look. If they updated it back. Okay, no, they aren't updating it back. There's not 27,000 contracts in the money. It's more than that. So there's probably 90,000 contracts in the money, and it's gearing more towards the put side now. But there's still a lot of contracts in the money. Check your DMs. Ooh, new variant with 46 mutations. Worries experts in France. That's probably the news today. What's Pfizer doing? All right, Hood coming down now. There we go. Yeah. Oh, wait, I just typed in Hook. How's Pfizer doing? On 1.6. Jeez, Ryan, man, you did not have to send that super in, man. I mean, I really appreciate it, dude, but like you did not have to send that in, especially on a red day, my man. Thank you. Jeez. Hey, STV, I know I've been a goon in the chat, but I used to edit films in Hollywood and work a lot with YouTubers and Viners. I appreciate your videos and your hustle. I'd like to make you an intro and edit your videos to make them pro AF. Let's go. Hit me up. Ryan, I am 100% down to do that. I've actually been looking. I was going to put out a tweet looking for somebody to help me make my videos a lot better. Ryan, shoot me a message on Twitter and let's get it going. I mean, I'd love to increase the quality of my videos. That's really like what I want there. So Ryan, thank you so much, man. You didn't have to send that super in. But thank you, man. I really do appreciate that. All right. Amy coming down. All right. So the low of the day right now, 2083. The previous low that we saw was 2080. Let's see what happens around here. 2080. It's hitting it right now. It just hit the previous low. Okay. Let's see. Bouncing off a little bit. The buyers are looking like they want. Let's see over here. What's Hood looking like over here? Hood is getting murked. How does the Fed meeting affect AMC? It doesn't. It affects the whole market. So that's why the whole market is really struggling right now. So Amy is bouncing off of that previous low right now. Let's see if it's going to hold. I honestly don't know if it's going to because of all of this just selling pressure in the overall market. But it did bounce nicely off of that previous low at 2080 on the daily chart. So let's see what happens. Robinhood bouncing up a little bit here. What are these contracts looking like? Yeah, Ryan, absolutely send me a message on Twitter. Let's get that going. I would love to do that. Let's see. Colton, thank you so much for the super. I appreciate that, man. How about them Hood puts up 12K and couldn't be happier? Attaboy. I remember I was just messing around with those like with the settled cash that I had, which was like $22. And I remember I got a terrible entry, but I am still green regardless of that on these Hood puts. So, I mean, it's coming back up now. I've got the 15 for this week. So let's see what happens. SPY's bouncing up a little bit here. Amy back to 21. It bounced right off of that 2080 that we previously saw on the daily chart right here. We made this double bottom right here, 2080. And then what happened after that? We did end up ripping up. Let's see what's going to happen over here. We could see a little bit more selling pressure before we start to come back up, but let's just see, people. They're really, really trying to chase it down. NASDAQ down 3.34% yesterday, and it's just tanking more this morning. Yeah. All right. Amy coming back down. Let's see what's happening here. Rivian plunges 16%, falls down below $78 a share. Oh, man. Eric says, there you go. Market is red. Can't say I'm surprised at this point. Yeah, that's just kind of what we're dealing with here. Hood to 11. If Hood goes to 11, I'd be thrilled. I would make a decent amount of money on a $22 play. Yeah, this is a day and a half, people. All right. Coming back down a little bit here, 2089 right now, 2090. Let's see. Well, the volume on Amy today is 14.3 million. SPY is it's trying to fight at these lower levels. GME is bouncing back up a little bit here, but it's still at 123.67, down 4%. Amy's down 8% right now. Let's see. Dark pull on AMC, please. Where do you get that? Chart Exchange? Smash the like button, says Eric. Yeah, if you guys don't mind, just hitting the like button on the stream just helps out with the algo. Let's see here. Baltimore AMC. Kept a little bit if it drops below 2050 and again at 20. Andrew, it's probably a smart idea. All right, we're bouncing off of these lows a little bit here. SPY's trying, but we made this double bottom at 2080. But it is super early in the day. Let's see if we're going to get a little bit more action here. I think there's somebody vacuuming outside my door, which is kind of interesting. New lawsuit, Facebook. I'm not seeing any crazy news. Colton, thanks for the super. I appreciate it, man. Hood goes to 11. I'm headed straight to Vegas. Colton, probably not a great idea with the amount of gains that you would make on your Hood contracts right now. I mean, you're already up 12 grand. If it goes to 11, you'd probably be up like 40. The new variant from France was from November. Okay, I didn't see that. I didn't check the date on it, but let's see. Wait, where's Ryan? Is Ryan saying some more stuff in here? Sorry, Ryan. I'm trying to find it. Yeah, Ryan, if you got a Twitter, definitely shoot me a message. We'll definitely start to work on that. Let me know what your name is on Twitter too, buddy. These prices are All right, SPY's coming down. Watch Amy. Let's see what happens here. Simply Smith. Chain small PP. Oh, boy. Thanks to the super. All right, Hood is really selling right now, which not too mad about. Hit back to 21. Yeah, 2106 right now on Amy. Thank you, Casey. It's not my birthday, but thank you. Counselor Murray, thank you so much for the super. Appreciate it, my man. The more excitement we have on red days, the closer we get to victory. Let's go. Buy and hold. There you go, buddy. All right. Let's see. MACD did cross. So on the 1 minute. So let's see if we're going to get a little bit of action here. But again, here's the issue that I see. If we start moving up and we test this 50 MA and we reject off of it, we will probably make a new low. Vix is spiking. Yeah. This is VXX. I mean, the market's down, but it's not that red. What's BBBY doing? The problem is that it's just there's so much overall weakness. Amy popping back up here, 2120. Let's see. Vix is soaring. I bet it is. Just shoot Ryan your number through the live chat? No. Let's see. All right. All right, SPY is at the low. Amy popping back up, down 6. GME popping back up, down 3. Those are percentages. Let's see. Bought $4,000 worth. There you go. All right, let's get Hood back on the chart here. I feel like that's better. I just don't look at my trades, and then they just do stuff like this, and you're like, oh, now you're up a crazy high amount. TLT. I don't think this isn't a bond move today. TLT is not moving. It's down 0.4%. This is not a TLT move. SPY's coming back up. Amy's coming back up here off of the previous low that we saw in the low 20s. Let's see. Chan says AMC dead. Oh, interesting. Interesting, Chan. Why don't you just short it then? Right here, like at these levels. You should consider it. Let's see. How many in the money calls for the 21st of January? It's probably around 95,000 right now. Stonko Tracker is not helping us out right now. Just because like it's just saying 27,000 and I can show you more than 27,000 right here. Like, look, 25,000 right here. That's 27,000. Oops, hold on. When that thing pops up and it says options are not available for the stock, that's because I'm not logged in. That's not like a weird issue. 25,000, that's 27,000 right there. Then 6, 1, 9, 19, 5, 8, 2, 1, 2. Like it's way higher than 27,000. Let's see. SPY's bouncing. off the lows. Let's see if it can break this previous level right here to kind of get out of this little tiny wedge that we have. Amy's coming back up too, 21.43. GME's trying as well. TLT kind of settling in here. Let's see. Barrel, thank you so much for the super. Left or right Twix? I would say both. I'm a caramel chocolate kind of guy. Let's see. Forward puts are green. There you go. What's the price of those calls? Which ones? Which ones? AMC Ortex? Yeah. Amy getting some nice candles here. So bouncing like decently off of the low. Let's see. Ortex, 1.18 million. Shares borrowed, 127,000 return. Current estimated short interest, 17.55%. Low cost to borrow, utilization 76. We've been over why utilization is a little bit lower now, but let's see. Big Lev, thank you so much for the super. Can you show us some key support and resistance? So support, we were talking about that 2080. So that was the previous low. Resistance right now. I mean, there's nothing too crazy. It's just kind of in these ranges right here. Like when we look at the let me go back. What is this? No, I mean, after these really big sell-offs, what we're looking for is just a reversal of everything. So we just hit the support. Oh wait, hold on. 2027 was the low. Interesting. So when I look at this on the 2-hour chart, we came down to 2027. So if we fall through 2080, then we're going to have to look at 2027. But on the daily chart, this support level was 2080. Okay. So we just bounced off of that key support level and are looking like we're coming back up here. So we're at 2163, down about 5%. We're moving back up to VWAP in the 50. I'm a little bit hesitant about this 50 because I want this to start curling in the upward direction, but we're going to need to cross it in order for that to happen. We're going to need to see a lot of momentum in order for that to start to play out. Got my money out from hood puts, bringing back to AMC now. There you go. I might do some of that. I mean, these hood puts are like negligible on my end. Yeah, I mean, they're not going to do. All right, Amy coming back up here. Here we go, people. Let's see if we can go. We're down 95 cents. We could easily get that going. That's I mean, if we cross through this range at all, we're going to start to get going. So let's see. Hayden, what's up, man? How you doing? Never watched an STV live before. You guys are getting me through this. Emily, thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see here. Never selling, says Emily. There you go. Hayden, what's up, my man? Good to see you in here, buddy. Shout out to all the mods that are in here. You guys are awesome. Shout out to all the members of the channel too. Thanks for all the support, guys. You guys don't have to do that if you guys don't want to. And then also shout out to everybody that's just in here being positive with all the crazy price action that we've been seeing. Let's see. Dead cat bounce. No, AMC's not dead. It's moving with the market today. We've seen. So here's what we've seen. All right. So here's what we're looking at right here. The test of the 50. This is going to be a little bit important right here. This test of the 50 MA, like we always see, if we can get above it with some momentum, that's going to be a really good sign. If we reject off of it and we start trending down, I'd watch 2080, but we could make a new low of the day. So we're going to have to watch a couple of these key levels. So let's see. I mean, it's rejecting right now. What's the SPY doing? The SPY's coming down a little bit, but it's showing some strength. GME is looking for the test of the VWAP too. Hood at 15. Come on, Amy. Just get some buying momentum and just shoot right through it. Come on. I know you can do it. We're down 75 cents, about 3.3%. This is what we need right here. We need a nice shoot through of this 50. If not, we're going to be potentially, if we get some big selling pressure, we could be potentially looking at new lows on the day. Mooner Zero, holding for life-changing money, says kidnap coyote. There you go. How are you able to get the 50 MA on your chart? Is it just on the Webull desktop? You can do it on your phone, but it's not going to look as good as this. I don't like having like indicators on my, or moving averages on my like phone chart. All right, SPY coming down here. Watch what happens with Amy here. It's right in between VWAP and the 50. Let's see what happens. Oh, what's up, Wired? How you doing? This was all expected. No panic needed. Exactly. We bounced off of the previous low on the daily chart of 2080. So we're coming back up here. I just want to see this break of the 50 right here. The SPY is coming down. If we hover around this, but while the SPY is kind of selling off and getting ready for that next move up, that would not be the worst thing in the world. And then then we could get some momentum here. Jared, thank you so much for the super. I appreciate it. First time here. You're like a mix of Clay and Matt. Thank you. Appreciate it. Subscribe. Also, anyone talking about the new flu Rona? I don't know, man. I don't see that as being a big deal. My whole thing is that if they're gonna fearmonger, put my classes online. I'm already online for the first 2 weeks. That starts in like January 15th. Put me online. I'm not going to classes anyway. If you have them in person, I'm not going. But I don't know. We're gonna have to. It doesn't really. This is the thing that you got to think about in terms of like how this type of stuff, those like different variants, are gonna affect the market. It doesn't necessarily matter that there's new ones or that there's new cases. It doesn't matter. It matters how the countries react to it, like shutdowns, airline cancellations, cruise cancellations, stuff like that. Like if we just see a bunch of new cases, but if everybody's mindset is like, oh, it doesn't matter, then it doesn't matter, and the markets can keep continuing to go up. So SPY's coming down now. Watch Amy. It's hovering right here, which is a good thing to see. It's bouncing up a little bit. I want to see this just come up and just rip right through this 50 to get it trending in the upper direction, and then use these levels as support when we start to trend to the upside. If we can't though, and we start to see some big red candles off of this 50, this is what we're looking at. We're looking at a test of the 50, come down, make a new low. That's honestly what we're looking at. Let's see. The best way to look at this is we are cleaning up loose ends from the original run. Once everything is cleaned up, it will be time to find a new zone outside of the past levels. I agree, Wired. Like the thing is in my mind, I don't know if you've been in here and heard me say this, the price action is not the determining factor in whether the play is still on or not. Like in terms of like volatile ups or volatile downswings. Like if it stayed flat, no volume, nothing was happening in the securities lending market, nobody was talking about AMC on the news media outlets, I'd get a little bit scared. Then I'd be like, okay, what's going on here? But that's not what we're seeing. We're still seeing like these aggressive price movements, these weird manipulative like moves, like yesterday with SSR when it just ran down, hit it, and just ripped right off of it. That's a weird move. It's not about SSR mattering or not. It doesn't matter. But the fact that they were like trying to get it slow enough to SSR where they weren't going to touch it and then just shoot a bunch of buy orders in to try to bounce it right off, and they couldn't. They over sent it down. They're trying to mess with it. And we know that. We're going to take a look at the short exempt volume today. But the other thing with the utilization is the fact that like the institutions bought shares from us. There's no way around it. The institutions bought shares from us. More like says Phil. Thank you, man. Anyone know the short exempt shares from yesterday? It's probably going to be a lot lower than today. A lot lower than today. Shorts have not covered, not over until then, says NC or NCAPE. There you go. NVIDIA setting up a cup and handle on the 1 minute. Let me take a look. Okay. So with SPY doing its thing right here, Amy is hugging the 50. Okay. So here's what we've seen when Amy does this. We've seen it hug the 50 in the past and then just rip right through and then really start to get going. But we've also seen it hug the 50 and then just start to trend back down. In the past, in order for it to really make those new lows, we usually see it hit it and then just violently get rejected. And that's not really what we're seeing here. We're seeing the buyers start to try to step back in. So let's see. Hold on. NVIDIA cup and handle on the 1 minute. Let's see. It could be if it starts to kind of slowly bend around, that could definitely be a little cup and handle. Okay, Amy's looking for it to test again at this 50. The 50 is coming down a little bit though, so it is kind of trending down a little bit. What's GME doing? Coming up a little bit here. Let's go. Come on. They can't take it to zero. AMC is not bankrupt, not even close to worthless, but the could trigger. Yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to get it that low. We were seeing this in the past too, with everybody freaking out about like when we hit 2020 something, people were losing their minds. Anyone get lucky enough to play Rivian puts this morning? No, I didn't. But Rivian. Okay, so we just broke the 50. Hold on. So we broke it back here. We broke it right here. Let's see what we're gonna see on this. If we get any more buying pressure to come in, that would be very, very, very solid. Where's my thing? Where is it? Come on, people. Here we go. Yeah, so for everybody new filtered in right now, if you guys don't mind, just hitting that like button on the stream. Just helps out a little bit with the algo. Thank you guys for showing so much support on the channel recently. I can't find my thing. Where is it? Oh, unless it's not here, which would stink. Sold your Lucid shares. 5 red days for AMC, and the last 2 have been massive. True diamond hand test. Yep. Why aren't you buying more AMC? Who says I wasn't? Who says I wasn't? I'm waiting for these hood puts to play out, and then I'm going to put some more money in it. Love your play-by-play. Thank you. I appreciate that. When did I ever say I wasn't buying more, buddy? Just sold my AVCT gains for AMC, baby. Let's go. Yen Yang. Attaboy. A lot of people have been crushing it on AVCT. All right, we're getting rejected a little bit again off of this 50. Let's see what's going to happen over here. Is it this? Is this the one? Nope. Is this the one? Nope. Struggling over here, people. Keep the price low, Kenny. I get paid tomorrow. There you go. There you go. Thanks, SV. You're a cool guy. Thank you. I appreciate that. You could be a sports commentator. A lot of people say that. A lot of people come in here and say that. Does this past few days look like May 28th? No, May 28th was after a big run up because we had a 35.35% green day. Facebook, what's going on with Facebook? Spy pop. Hold on, this could send Amy up. Nvidia, yep, little cup and handle on Nvidia now. What were you talking about? Facebook? What happened with Facebook? Facebook having a crazy day today. What did they announce? Did they announce something? Finds Google and Facebook. Yeah, no, I don't know. All right. We're hovering right here. That's not a bad thing to see. GME popping up, SPY popping up. Let's see what's going to happen with Amy. Commentate soccer. I'm not a soccer guy. I think it kind of bores me sometimes. I know I've just offended a lot of people. I just can't do it. We will barcode for a few hours. I don't think so. I think we're going to pick direction here. AMC options on the 21st gone. No, they're not. It's what do you call it? It's just a glitch that they have. I'll show you it right now. It says like 37,000 contracts on the chain, but I'll show you more of them. Like right here, 25,000, 2,000. That's 27,000 right there. Then 6, 1, 9, 19, 5, 8, 2, 1, 2. Like, no. All right. Spy's getting a little bit of action here. This is a good thing to see. Let's see. We want okay. Amy just got the pop, a very nice pop above the 50. It's moving up here, 22.20 right now. We're only down about 40 cents. It's getting a little bit of a boom boom candle here, people. Let's see if we can go green. Now we're going to be looking at this test of the 50. Here we go. Facebook is really getting up there today. Let's see what happens. The SPY's getting some action. We're going to want this candle to close in this range between the 50 VWAP and the 100. And then we're going to want to break out of this range of all of these averages and see them all bend to the upside. So let's see if we can get this today. Here we go. Soccer bores you because you've been indoctrinated into American culture, which isn't your fault, but is objectively worse. All right. All right, now we're testing the 100. This is a big candle right here. We're down 31 cents, only 1% right now. We're getting up, people. Let's see if we can go green right here. Here we go. Ryan, if you're still in the chat, this is what I was saying earlier about you might want to wait on those calls. All right, GME not getting a whole lot of action here, down 1.5. SPY's looking decent, testing the top right here. Let's see what Amy's going to do. Decompose, thank you so much for the super, for saying soccer is boring. Lunches on me. I appreciate it, my man. SV, I hope you coach Little League. You're so good. I will coach Little League. Eventually, I will. There's no way that I completely lost this thing. There's no way. Am I stupid? Probably. I'm probably stupid. Decompose, thank you so much for that super, buddy. I appreciate that. All right. Come on, Amy. Do your thing here. Rona fears of propaganda to scare us. Let's go AMC. Yeah, I would have to agree. Let's see here. Hold on. Also, for everybody new that's filtered in right now, if you guys don't mind hitting the like button on the stream, it just helps out a little bit with the algorithm. Let's see. Oh, come on, Amy. Test that 200 and get above. Come on. Get going here. We're only down 19 cents, 17 cents right now. Here's the thing. We bounced right off of that low that on the daily candle of 2080. And now we're coming back up. This could be a very interesting thing to see right here. This could be fun. This could be very fun coming up. LFG says, Matt Synthetic Girlfriend. Jackstad says, hello, Amy. Here we go, people. Let's see. MACD about to cross on the 5-minute. Is it now? Is it now? Oh, you are right. You are right. It is about to cross on the 5-minute. Here we go. Another test of the 200. Here we go. Come on, Amy. Do it. Only 10 more cents. Then we can go green. Oh, we got the basketballs coming in. Here we go. Love the excitement in your voice. Mark, thank you, man. Crossed it. Here we go. Come on, Amy. We know you have it in you. The buyers are stepping back in. SPY's looking all right. GME still down 1.42. We're still waiting for GME to come on the road with us. All right. This candle just closed above the 200. Let's see if it's going to get a little bit more buying momentum here. The 50's flattening out. We need the VWAP and the 50 to get above the 100 and the 200. And then we can really, oh, we just went green. Here we go. Green on the day. Come on. Let's go. We are forming the double bottom. We did just form that double bottom at 2080. But again, there is more to go. The actual low, I believe, on the 2-hour chart was like 2027. So if we do see some sell-off, watch 2080. If we flush through that, 2027. And then we're going to have to see what happens. We are up about 0.3% right now. GME's trying to get above its 50, get up to VWAP here. Here we go, people. Come on. Why are we bouncing back so much? The market just started to rally a little bit. The buyers were stepping in. We found that double bottom at 2080 that we were looking for, and now we're starting to come back up. Let's get above 23 now. Come on. Screw you, Hedgies. Chan totally called it. He did. Chan. Shout out to Chan, our favorite shill, for calling this absolutely awesome AMC bounce right here. Chan, shout out to you. You are absolutely amazing. We are above 23 right now, up about 1.3%. Here we go, people. Damn, we are good. Yep. News. Jorge, what happened? We got news. Facebook's ripping. Jeez. Oh, GME's coming up now. Here we go. 1.8. GME's up 1%. Amy's up 1.5. Let's see. Oh, hold on. Any news coming across? Who director speaks at the Geneva press conference? Shares of U.S. listed EV makers down between 3.9% and 6.4%. Well, hold on. Rivian's an EV maker, and isn't it down like an insane amount, like an absolutely ridiculous amount? Rivian, 9%. Come on now. Walter Bloomberg, what are you doing? I literally just showed you that it's not. It's more than this. This one's down 9%. All right. Come on, Amy. We're at coming down a little bit. Let's see. We're not seeing anything really bend around yet. The MACD crossed on the 5-minute. Yep, it crossed. Here we go, everybody. John, thank you so much for becoming a member of the channel, man. Shout out to all of the members for showing your support. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys. You guys don't have to join the membership if you guys don't want to, but it does help out and support the channel and the efforts that we're trying to do here. So thank you guys so much for those of you who decide to do that. I feel bad for those who paper-handed. Me too. Whew, here we go. Ryan says we're hitting 25 today, and my $3 calls will print. Ryan, jeez, dude, you did not have to do that, buddy. My dude, thank you so much, but man, you don't have to do that. Is this the biggest super you had? It might be. I might have had a 500 one day, but thank you, man. Is this the big apes for life, AMC GME to the moon, or Saturn? I'll hit you up on Twitter with a new account. I deleted my Twitter at 70K. Ooh, what were you doing, Ryan? Were you some sort of Twitter model? I think that might have been it. To go to med school. Wow. STV the GOAT. Keep it up. Ryan, thank you, man. I really, really appreciate that. You don't have to send those big supers in, though, if you don't want to, man. Let's see. Come on, Amy. Get some boom boom candles here. Let's see. Come on. 2341. Yeah, Ryan, definitely hit me up. I definitely want to be able to make the streams and videos more like high quality, because like right now the videos are just me recording on my phone and like hitting a couple buttons on my screen to record. Options are getting back in the money. Yep. Use that 200 to buy AMC. I definitely will when it comes in at the end of February. Let's see. This is why I love the stock, says Keith. Here we go. Come on. 23.39 on Amy. We're up 2.77% now, down from the depths at 2080. Here we go, people. Let's see. SPY's coming back up. Let's see if we're going to get some more buying momentum here. I mean, technically with SSR, they can try to push it down right now. 23.38, 23.39, just flickering right now, up to 2.8% right now. GME's up 2.6. We're trying to rally back up. We need about a $2.50 move in order for it to really kind of get back up. Let's see. This better not be a bull trap. Nah, I don't think so. This was a nice double bottom. Here it comes. 3.82%. We're at 23.63. Here we go. The SPY's coming up. GME, come on, get up there. Up 3%. Here we go. Rivian's trying to come back. I mean, it probably should have sold those hood puts, but screw it. I don't care. If it dies, it dies. All right, we're getting some more news coming in. Natural gas inventory, we're getting some news on Facebook. Nothing all that crazy here. Are you concerned that the RSI is hot? On the 1 minute, it might be, but overall, on like the longer time frames, the RSI is still very, very oversold. Is it time for options? I don't know about that. You got to be very careful. Old ass ape says smash the like button. Thank you. Wow, wow, wow. Rockets. Yep. All right. So we're not really seeing the averages bend around yet. I mean, the 50's coming back. I want to see what we usually want to see is like one of these averages come with it up a little bit higher. So if we're going to get a little bit of a test, it can test and then bounce off and start to get going. We're going to need to see a little bit more action for Amy to really start to bend some of these around. Hood's coming back, kind of stinks, but you know, it is what it is. Here we go. Let's see. January 21 and 22 will be a big day for AMC options. Yeah. And NASDAQ and QQQ forming an inverse head and shoulder. I mean, they kind of move together. They're kind of the same thing. SV, you are excellent at this. This is your thing. You say the question and then answer, which nobody does. Perfect. Thank you for being you. Yeah. I mean, I just try to, what do you call it? Respond to everybody. We hold till we see the pupils in their eyes. There you go. Just got 50 more, says Orion. Attaboy. All right, sorry. We're coming down a little bit. Where's my gallon? Oh, it's over there. Shoot, my liquid IV is not in arm's reach. This is not great. U.S. Indo-Pacific Policy Coordinator says China's making a mistake by viewing U.S. as in decline. Okay, that doesn't really. SPY's coming down a little bit here. Wow, the 50 on the SPY is still coming down. Amy's flattened out a little bit, but we're going to need to see a little bit more in order to bend some of these around. But this test above the 50, very good. Let's see. You are good like that, unlike. Thanks, Rands. Have you seen the Reddit page? Which Reddit page? Did you check the call volume on Stonko Tracker? I have. It's wrong. Because I can point out to you guys right now that it's. I mean, did it change back? 30. Now they're saying 38,000, which is just incorrect. Like, look right here. I can show you more than this. Okay, so that's 35,000. That's about 38,000 right there. And then there's still, that's at least like, it's just wrong. Like when you look at the open interest, it's more than that. So Stonko Tracker's having some issues. Same thing with Yahoo Finance. Nothing too crazy though. Your live chat is where I hope to be when we squeeze. I appreciate that. AMC Day. What's up, Pam? How you doing? Shout out to all of the moderators in here. You guys are awesome. Thanks for helping out all the time. SPY's coming back up. Let's see if we're going to get a little bit of a move on Amy. GME's testing the top end of its range of the moving averages, up 1.57%. Amy's up about 1% here, people. Let's go. How do you like my 22-ish dip bounce call? I mean, it wasn't. It was 2080. But, you know, I mean, I'll give you it. It's fine. We're still coming. We're still in the green right now. Very solid. I'll take it. I'll take it, buddy. Here we go. ENSC running. I bet there's a lot of stuff running right now. I mean, what's Facebook at? Facebook's up 3.5%. These calls must be printing. All right, SPY is looking like it wants to get up to the new day high at 470.40. It's at 469.20 right now. It's got a little bit of a ways to go, but let's see what happens. GME's bouncing off of the upper range right now, looking decent, people. Here we go. Also, for everybody filtering in right now, if you guys don't mind hitting that little like button, just helps out with the algorithm. So thank you guys so much. Let's see. AMC just retested her RSI, a little breather. That's fine. Rands brought your own wrench. Rands. I like what you provide to the chat right now. Hood's not running. Thank God. We don't want Hood to run. We don't want Hood to run at all. NVIDIA called it with their 2080. Interesting. Nobody's leaving, says YB Normal. 100%. Just logged into your live. Do you have any idea what's happening with the in the money calls? Yeah, we're going to have to go over this a lot today, which is fine. I think this is something that definitely needs to be covered. It's just wrong. Like they're having an issue with it. I don't know what it is, but let me check on my phone to see. Let's see here. Oh, the Mask Gang is coming in. What's going on, guys? Welcome to everybody new filtering into the stream right now. Let's have some fun. Let me just take a look at this option chain because I know a lot of people are kind of worried about this. I'll check it on my phone because sometimes like we don't see it reflected on my desktop for some reason. But hold on, let me just take a look. So they are saying about 27 or 30 No, it's the same thing. So Stonko Tracker is just having a glitch. The options have not changed. So that's kind of what we're looking at here. Hit the like. Thank you guys. Ducks and Mass. This is early. What happened to TMI and Matt? I think so. TMI and I are doing a little bit of a different schedule today. I think, let me check. I think he's going to come back on at, where is it? Oh, all right. When's he coming off? 12 to 2. Okay. Yeah. So I'll pop off at 12. All right, everybody. For everybody new filtering in here, if you guys don't mind hitting that like button, we're going to get a special guest in here. You guys might have just seen him. His name is The Masked Investor. I just got to send him a link real quick. And then for everybody filtering in, make sure you guys hit that like button. It just helps out with the algo. Let's see here. I got to send him that link. Wait, do I have anything? All right. Here we go. All right. So Amy's coming down to test its 200 right now. Oh, I got to fill out this liquid IV stuff. Here we go. All right. I just shot him the link. Here we go. Yeah. Okay. So we got that nice bounce off 2080. And then now we're just kind of hanging out. We're coming up. I want to see these averages start to bend up. If it's going to be VWAP, that's going to be strong. If we start to see VWAP start to get above these, again, the 50 is usually the good one that we see at respect all the time, where we get those little tests. Hold on, let me just make sure this sent to him. All right, it did. Cool. Bloop, bloop. Ho, ho, ho. Hello, hello. What's up, buddy?
What's going on, my guy? What's going on?
Not much, just chilling. We got a lot of nice action today, a lot of not nice action, but you know, we always rally back.
You know what's funny? It's funny. The shills, they just disappear. When we start popping off, I'm like, hold on a second. Hold on a second. That's not fair. You can't just hop him over down. And when it's our turn to start punching back, you just want to, well, I'm out of here. My turn to go.
You remember Chan Chan?
Oh, yeah. Is he here?
You know where Chan Chan said that AMC was dead? And I was like, you should probably short it right here. Like you should consider that. I think it was right here.
Oh, my God. Chan Chan. Come on now. What's you doing?
Oh, Ryan, dude, you don't have to do that, buddy. Chill out. I appreciate it, but bro, chill out with the supers. I'm juicing you up today, Ryan. I appreciate it, but buddy.
I'm juicing you up today. It sounds like he's fluffing you up. It's good though. And listen, it's a red day. Morale is up. Let's have some fun. Get the party popping. I don't know if the market's going to come back, but it's starting to look like it's just stopped falling.
Yeah, I saw some news come out. There was some, I mean, it was oil news, I think, and like Oxy and Exxon were going, but it's just kind of calming down right now, which is not bad.
Yeah, I don't mind the chill market. I'm trying to get onto some Tesla calls on this bounce.
Ryan, bro, stop. Here's one more. Ryan, relax, buddy. You don't have to do that.
I like it.
What time are you coming back on? You're coming on at 12?
I'm back on at, yeah, I'm coming back on 12. I'm gonna go get some coffee, go get some breakfast.
Okay.
And then do the thing. And then I guess you're gonna go get some lunch, go get some food, and then come back, and then you're back on it. And you're back on at 2?
I'll probably come on at 1:15 or 1:30.
Okay. Just you usually come back around that time.
The 3 notification thing, if I mess with it, then the night video just gets like the no notifications go out and you're like, whoops.
You need to get a streaming channel. You have to get your channel banned and then get a streaming channel. That's what you need to do.
Oh, this one dude was saying he was going to ban my channel. He was like, you're going to be done within the next 48 hours. And I was like, all right, bro.
He came in the chat saying that?
He made a comment. He was one of the shills. And it was one of those shills that we all decided in this live chat that anytime we see a massive shill come in, like talking trash about AMC, we just ask them how many shares they own and why they're so bullish on AMC. Apparently they don't like it.
Hey man, look, I love when the shills come in. I just don't like when the shills don't stay in.
Yeah, they'll say something and then they'll leave, so we can't even talk to them.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta be able to stick. Listen, if you're gonna jump in here, you might as well just stay in here for a little while, go a few rounds, and then leave.
Exactly. Like you can't just come in and then just be like, "Oh, AMC's dead," and then we just start talking to them, and then they're just like, "Nope, goodbye."
It's very It's very unpolite. It's very unprofessional, guys. Be a professional shill if you're gonna be a shill.
Come on, Shills. You're better than this.
I know. All right. I'm looking for SPY to break out. SPY could very well break out from this. It looks like it's
What's
cupping
it
and
looking like
handling.
on that little new strategy that we're testing out?
It's not. It hasn't quite curled yet.
It's close. It's close. It needs a
Yeah.
little bit more in order for it to go.
It's just not quite. It like on the downside. It's not as clear today. Yesterday was freaking mint.
It was just easy. Like you knew it was going to go. It was just test, and it just kept rejecting.
Yeah. Today it looks like, from a technical setup, if I see it break over 469.30, I think it could definitely run to 471. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, listen, I'm gonna jump, go get some coffee and breakfast. Catch you guys on the flip side, my man. Deuces.
Thanks for coming on, buddy.
No problem, buddy.
All right, everybody. TMI is going to be back on at 12. That's also going to be right around the time that I'm going to be coming off too. So when I go off, make sure you guys go show TMI some love. And also, thanks for everybody that's filtering in right now. You guys are absolutely awesome. Let's see if we're going to have some fun on Amy today. So, Amrinder, thank you so much for the super. This is for Ryan, TMI, and Vix. Thanks, buddy. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. Carlos, thanks for the super. This is for Chan Chan. There you go. And then Big Mike says, I'm looking at Tesla. Also, what calls am I looking into? Okay, so let me take a look at Tesla really quickly. So what we have right now, just quickly for AMC, we're hanging out right around this 200 MA, like what we typically see for all the new people that are in here that don't typically watch me on a day-to-day basis. First of all, welcome. Love all of you guys. Thank you so much for coming in. We look at this little 50 VWAP, 100, and 200. It usually respects this range. If it's in the range, it kind of bounces around. If it picks a direction outside of the range, that's when we start to see the larger moves. Now, we're starting to see it kind of hover around this 200, and the market, the overall market, is doing something very similar. So we need to see Amy really start to get going. On Tesla, though, let me take a look and see on this 1348 strategy that we have going on here. So Tesla right now is not saying a whole lot. We did get a MACD cross on the 5-minute a little while ago. And it's looking like the 13 has a ways to go in order for it to confirm a direction. So let me just take a look at it on the way I would typically trade it. Yeah, trapped in the range, gonna bounce around until it really starts to pick a direction. Smash that like button for Vixy. Thank you guys, I appreciate it. AMC getting ready. Yeah, it really is. Spring loaded. Yep, it's a little shilly in here. Where they at? Pam, hello. Shills are back. Right as we start to talk about the shills come back. I love each and every one of you, and I want to hear your story as to why you are so long on AMC. Read your first comment. Good test for shills. There we go. You guys are pillars for the community. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate that. Whole market is red again. I smell BS. Yeah. 1 minute cup and handle on Amy. It could be doing it right here. Okay. So Amy's getting a little bit of a candle here. Come on. Let's see if this is going to continue to get us back above 23. The SPY is starting to move up. GME is starting to move up too. Let's see if GME can get out of this range here, people. And then we could really start to get going. Boom, boom. That's what we want to see. We want to see more buying volume come in. So wow. Okay. Volume today on AMC, 26.26 million. And we're a little over, it's an hour and 15 minutes into the market today. So let's see if we're going to get a little bit more action here. The SPY is looking like it wants to come up. GME is getting a little bit of a candle here. Here we go, people. Come on. Institutions really wanted that dip. I believe we go from now on a rally. Oh my God, I'm so hyped. Here we go. All right. Chilling for, all right. Let's hit 2K likes today. That would be good. Ryan, thank you so much for the super. Just some more sauce for you. Can you also take a look at IQST? It's a pink sheet. I'm also long on it, but I'm curious on your taking it. You don't have to do it on stream. Ryan, I'll take a look at that right now. So IQST, let's take a look really quickly. Wait. Yeah. Okay. So hold on. All right. Amy's getting a little bit of action here, people. Here we go. So let me take a look at this on a little bit of a longer time frame. IQST. So it looked like it found a little bit of a bottom right here at 78. It looks like it wants to come up. Could be doing a little bit of a cup and handle here, or even like a massive cup and handle over here. If it's going to come down, watch the test of the 50. But other than that, yeah, down a little bit today. I'd have to take a deeper look at this and do it on the 1348 one, because it probably crossed way back here. So it might have already made the move. If you're in it for the long haul, I mean, you're probably still crushing it right now. Vix is good luck. Thank you. I appreciate that. Wall Street, it's the block. Happy birthday, Vix. It's not my birthday, but thank you so much. I appreciate that. Ryan, are you single? Ryan is flexing today. Sev, thank you so much for the super. Let's do this. Boom, boom. Let's smash the like button. Y'all appreciate it, my man. All right. Okay, so we just crossed above 23. GME is kind of hanging around its 100. SPY's looking like it wants to get a little bit jumpy, but again, we're looking for that intraday high at 470.40. Let's see what's going to happen over here. Amy is looking like it wants to do that little handle here. Let's see if we're going to get back up. Day high on AMC is 23.76, and we hit the low at the previous daily chart low, which was a good level of support. It was a very, very, very good sign that we just bounced right off of that. Now, if we start to come back down there again, watch 2080. And again, I think the other level was 2027. Let me take a look at the 2-hour chart. Yeah, 2027 is going to be the other level that we could potentially see. Oh, here it comes. Here she comes. 23.25. Here she goes, people. Let's see. Let's see here. Come on. She's getting a little jumpy. SPY's coming down a little bit. GME, we want GME to break out of its range too, get back to its, that wasn't the intraday high, but it's a recent high of 134.53. The intraday high on GME so far, 137.70. It could easily just start to get going like that again. Let's see what happens if the market's going to turn around and start to stop freaking out. I mean, we could end up having a solid little bounce here today. But again, the fact that I was thinking we were going to see a little bit of a red day, but the problem is I wasn't expecting to see that test in the 20s today. I was thinking tomorrow, maybe in the beginning of next week. The fact that we saw it today and we just bounced right off of it and ripped hard, I would think that's a very, very good sign to see. Wish I had more money. Already up 20% on calls from that dip. Geraldo, there you go. You better take care of Ryan. Oh, I will take care of Ryan. Not in like the way that you think and if you're being dirty, but you know. Bought another 50 at 2090. Whoa, you almost bottom ticked it there. Attaboy. Yo, Vix, Joe from the D. Can you calculate risk reward on Ford? Also, can you give a shout out to my beautiful wife, Tiffany, who's pregnant with a baby boy? Shout out to Tiffany. I'll take a look on Ford for you. The problem with Ford, actually, this is actually decent. So Ford, watch 2339. But again, here's the thing with Ford. I like to, most everything I do in the market is based off of news or longer term technicals. It's already made the technical move. It's already done it. The problem is that we got to see if this news is going to continue to some better news with their, I think it's the Lightning. I think that's what they call it. The Lightning truck, the F-150 electric vehicle. So, I mean, it's holding up well, especially with what the market's been doing. I mean, to hit a high of 24.95, it can break, if it can break the all-time high. Is that an all-time high? If it can break the more recent high, I'm not sure if it's the, 52-week high is 24.95. So it's looking decent, but if it can break up there with some more good news, Ford could get going again. Let's see. Yeah, and again, with the amount of shares that have gone out on loan, the danger zone is going to be a little bit different. Hold on. Let's check the Ortex on AMC really quickly, just for the securities lending market. Return shares today, 306,000, 1.18 million borrowed, 17.52% estimated short interest. It's getting a little interesting, people. Here we go. Roblox, is it going? Roblox was having a tough day yesterday, I believe. I wasn't really watching it, but I heard it was not. Roblox rallying back a little bit here. Amy looking good at 23.13. GME at 129.36, basically flat on the day. The SPY is, it's all right. It's all right. Do you see the video of a guy named Charles speaking about hedging tactics? I have not. If somebody can send that to me, I would love to see that. Let's see. Sev, thank you so much for that. Guys, you guys are being super generous with the super say. You guys don't have to do that. Brother, I got 15 calls, 22 for this Friday, right when we lifted off, debating on if I should wait until Friday or take profits now. AMC looking super bullish right now. Okay, so here's the thing. Depending on how much you're up with those, what I like to do is make a lot of contracts free. If you're up over 100%, you can make it free, take your money off the table and play with house money. It just depends on what you're willing to risk. When I trade options, typically, I usually set like a mental stop loss, or I'll like not put in an amount of money that I'm not willing to lose. If you're willing to lose that money or a percentage of that money, then you're fine. You just got to watch it. If AMC starts to get going here and we really start to go, you could roll out the calls. Again, Friday's tomorrow, so you're going to have to watch that a little bit. Friday's tomorrow, right? Yeah, today's Thursday. So Friday's tomorrow, so you're going to have to watch it a little bit. I mean, you're probably up, I don't know, 50% at least, maybe. Wired says the videos on your Twitter. It has been what I'm trying to educate on about naked shorting. It's what I've been saying since May. Wired. Oh, okay. I'll definitely take a look at that. Thank you. Is it like the CNS? Is that what it is? If it has to do with continuous net settlement on how they guarantee every trade, I have been talking about that, but let's see. Don't take candy from strangers. I typically don't. Let's see. LFG says, Justin. Yeah, here we go, people. Also, this is like a record stream day for me. Thank you guys. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys wanted to come in and hang out with me today. Did I ever think that I was going to have 3,000 people coming and watching me on the internet? No, technically in my mind, I'm just literally talking to my computer and there's just like a chat going. It's kind of cool. Financial advisors get paid. If you're a high net worth financial advisor, the guy is from a hedge fund. Interesting. AMC Day. It's about how market makers legally can naked short. Oh yeah, with Reg Show. Yeah. Shout out TMI, 100%. TMI is going to be back on at 12. That's around the time that I'm going to be coming off too. Then I'll be back on at 1:15. So if you guys want to come back on and hang out with me, I will be back on later. I like to do the 2 streams because I need to like take a lunch break. Let's see. You're doing great. New faces, new apes. Yep, that's what we need. Does LFG mean let's effing go? Yeah, it means let's fucking go. That's what it means. All right. Little flag here on the 1 minute. Little bit. We're at 23.15, up 1.76% after going down into the depths at 20.80. Wall Street Viking, thank you so much for the super. I'll text it to you. Wall Street Viking, there might be some people asking you for my phone number. Thank you so much for the super. I appreciate that, man. Could you imagine what it'd be like to be speaking to over 3,000 people in person? Oh, I did. Here's the thing. I did have to like do a presentation into like for my management class. And there was like, I don't know, 40, 50 people in there. And I was just thinking in my mind, I was like, I do this like way more than this every single day. And I was just kind of talking like a normal person. Because sometimes I'll just be like, and I'll like start sweating. But like, I don't know. I feel like it's a good skill to have. Let's see. I wish the SEC would actually do their job and they're part of the problem. The SEC, here's the thing. They can't come in and just be like, squeeze. What the SEC is most likely going to be doing is they're going to come in and figure out everything after, because the SEC is looking at like fair markets. They're not going to come in and be like, oh, we're gonna like it's gonna like, they're not going to cause the squeeze. Hold on. Let's see. You don't Wall Street Viking law. It's safe with me. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Nightmare McCall. Don't swear, my guy. You're too young for that. All right. I'm trying to read everybody's chats here, but there's a lot of people coming in. All right. Cup and handle. Yeah. A little bit right here. Let's see. SEC's making deals in the background for looking for snitches currently. I mean, they would. The amount of whistleblowers, that are like the amount of money that they're getting paid is absolutely insane. Like, you have a financial incentive to really report to the SEC the wrongdoing. Spies coming up now, looking decent. All right, so AMC at 22.98 just fell down below 23. Men, enjoy your energy level. First time here. Really appreciate that, man. Did AA buy 420,000 shares? No. That was granted to him for his like employee compensation package. Just for the he didn't buy the shares. So Spy's coming up here. Let's see. What's GME doing? 128.72, down 0.5%. Amy back above 23. Here we go. They won't influence the market either way. They will just go after illegal activities. Yep. Man, he talks fast. Sorry. I'm just hyped up, you know? Did the ticker stop? No. 2303, 2305. It's moving. It's moving over here. If Amy gets shorted today, is the volume decreasing? No. Volume's just the amount of shares traded. So if there's short volume or selling volume, it just depends on like how many shares are like transacting at any given time. So for every buy, there needs to be a sell somewhere. With SSR on, that could be a lot of market makers legally naked shorting through their ability to do so through Reg Show. AMD and NVIDIA, for all you new people in here, I love AMD. I love stocks that start with, what do you call it? AM. All right, Roblox getting up there too. All right, Spies coming down a little bit. Okay, here's what we're seeing now. The 50 MA on AMC is starting to curl up. If we can start to see this really start to like trend upwards with AMC still at these levels, that would be a very good sign. We can test the 50 and then make a new high. Yesterday, what we were seeing with a lot of things in the broad market is on the downside. So we were seeing this right here come up, test the 50, and then make a new low. We blew right through it today. So if we can do this on the upside, we could actually start to get going a little bit. Please don't act like the government is actually here helping. I never said that. They're gonna figure out everything after everything's done. Let's see. AMC and Jimmy had a late to the party. Did you an update on Ortex? I can do a little Ortex update right here. Let's see. So Amy's Ortex right now, let's see, 876,000 shares borrowed today, 17.52% estimated short interest, utilization 76.52. Low cost to borrow. Reason for that is that institutions are now holding more shares. So the amount of shares that institutions can loan out is higher. It doesn't mean that they're actually loaning them out, but it will decrease utilization, which will then in turn decrease the cost to borrow, putting less pressure on basically anybody with an outstanding short position. How's your day been, SCV? Connor, it's been good, man. Let's see. 11 to 12, watch to see if selling pressure happens. Yeah. Today's the 1 year anniversary. Don't. Corey. Nope. All right. We need the 50 to start to get going. We're up half a percent right now. Came down a little bit, but let's see what's going to happen here. GME 128 down a little bit here. Yeah, also for everybody new filtering in, if you guys don't mind hitting that like button on the stream, just helps out with the algorithm. Thank you for all the new people coming in here today. You guys are awesome. Can I get an Ortex for ear? I forgot to ask TMI. Yes, you can. Ear. All right. Amy looking like it wants to get back above 23 again. Let's see. Ortex for ear, 9.5% utilization, very, very low. Estimated short interest, 4.71%. Not really a short squeeze play on ear. Days to cover low. So the data doesn't really line up for a lot of that. Let's see. Do you think 20 was the bottom? Well, we hit that day low of on the daily candles of 2080, which was like pretty solid to hit that low. And then we bounced right back up. So we're forming a little bit of a double bottom. But if we do end up coming down, there is another level at 2027 that if we hit that, then we could start to get going again on one of these, another one of these moves. So if the market starts to freak out again, which is very possible with the amount of fear candles that we've been seeing, what do you have the moving averages set to? I've got 50, 100, 200, and VWAP. What if they never make shorts cover? I mean, it just depends. Like they can really do basically whatever they it depends. So either the price is going to go down to a level where they feel comfortable covering their position and taking their gains, or the price is going to go up to a certain level where they just don't want to keep dealing with the margin calls that are going to come in every single day. Brian, thank you so much for the super. Facebook is crushing it. Yeah, Facebook's going nuts. Jeez, Facebook is going wild. All right. Let's see. The 50 is now about to cross above the 200 on the 1 minute on AMC. Bullish sign here. If we can get that going, we can get a little bit of a test of the 50. The SPY's coming down a little bit, testing its 50 just about. So we're going to need to see that before we can start trending on the upward. Hey, Short, do you think this is our year? I think we could easily see another big run up this year. What year am I in college? I'm a senior. Last semester coming up. Let's see. I don't see what is making Facebook go bananas. I don't either. I didn't see any news come out about it, but it's looking really good today. I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen any news. That's typically a news play that would happen. Let's see over here. What is going on? Alrighty. Shorts haven't covered? Nope. Vixy been in AMC since last January at 10.09. There you go. Haven't sold a single shares through all the rips and dips. Don't intend to until the shorts cover and we moon. 72 wasn't enough for me. Same here, man. Was not enough. I think we could easily get going. All right, so SPY's bouncing a little bit off of its 50 right now. We got Amy. I mean, the 50's coming up on Amy, so we might test it and then start to get going. What's GME? Down 0.87. Amy's up 7 cents right now. Pretty flat on the day. I think if we get this test and we start to go up, we could make a new day high. The current day high on AMC is 23.76. Here we go. Facebook got fined. I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, they literally got like, there was no bullish news. Like, that was the only news that I saw. It was Google and Facebook. Yeah, finds Google and Facebook millions over online tracking consent, and they're ripping. Let's see here. Coors announced his channel on a stream yesterday. Said he'll be back live on Monday. So you guys are going to be stuck with me and TMI for the rest of the week. Where did the calls for the 21st go? They didn't go anywhere. I know a lot of people are worried about this right now. Well, we can go over this as many times as we need to. Sonko Tracker is showing 37,000 contracts in the money, but I'll show you right now that it's way more than that. Right here, there's 10,000 at 22, 25,000 at 20. So that's about 35,000. Then 2,000, 6,000, 1,000, 9,000, 19,000, 5, 8, 2, 1, 2. It's way higher than 37,000. So the way that they're representing the data, they're just having some issues with their system. We saw this earlier last week as well. And I just didn't check the option chain to see. It looked like what they were doing was buying to close a lot of those contracts, but it's just a glitch across their system. I think Yahoo Finance was having an issue too. Whew, JP Morgan closed their clearinghouse account. No. Okay, I'll look at it. The DTCC filing with their, if they change something, but there's a DTCC file. They have so many accounts at the DTCC. They opened like 17 new netting accounts or something. Like, they have so many accounts with them. So it's just one account. They have many accounts. So be careful with that. Anybody want? Does anybody have it? Hold on. Let me just take a look right here and see if I can see it. Important notices. It's gonna be this one right here. December 30th. JP Morgan intent to retire December 29th. This is for FICC. Is this the most recent one, the December 30th one that people are looking at? Yeah, so they're just closing some of their accounts, but they have so many accounts at the DTCC that they're just closing some of them. It's not like a crazy like end all be all of like, oh, they're good, they're not going to be a part of the DTCC anymore. No. They're just closing some of their accounts. How many options are in the money for GME on January 21st? Good question. Amy's getting a little bit of a pop here, bouncing off of the 50. That's what we want to see. Very good sign right now on AMC with this little bit of a bounce. Here it comes. So if we bounce off of this with some strong momentum, I'd say we have the possibility to retest that new day high, because after we broke out of this 50-day high, if we come down here, test it, which we're doing, we could get some buying momentum to come back in and make a new day high around 23.76. But let's take a look at how many calls are in the money for GME really quickly. Let's see. So 10,000. I don't know. Sonko Tracker is glitching out a little bit, so I don't know if this is real. That's the problem. I can count. Let me see if we can see if there's more than 10,000 on GME's chain. Oh, that's such low numbers. It might be 10,000. Okay, so with GME's chain, it actually might be 10,000. So it looks like it might be an AMC only glitch over here. Amy, bounce off of your 48 EMA. There you go, Ryan. Let's see. What's BBBY doing now? Because they were really driving it in the... Wow, they're coming down a little bit here. All right, let's see what happens with Amy. SPY's trying to bounce off of its 50 again. GME coming down a little, down 0.66. AMC up 1.27. Looking good today, people. Let's see. 5 meme stocks are up. Yeah. An AMC only glitch. Yeah, but we've seen it happen in the past. It's not that big of a deal, everybody. Been here since January, says Jonathan. There you go. Funny how AMC had a lot of glitches. Yeah, the thing about the AMC glitches is we have so many people looking at it all the time, each and every day. So we're going to have like a little bit like of a bias towards finding the glitches, because if anything pops up, we're going to see it. I bet if we looked at Bed Bath & Beyond all day, every day, that we would see the glitches on there too. It's just we're not looking. But we're looking at the AMC data all the time. So when stuff gets out of whack, we automatically see it. All right, so we're right around 23 right now. Let's see. What do we got over here? If the shorts have gone this long with the covering, then why would they ever cover if they all get a slap on the wrist and an ice cream cone afterwards? You won't get a slap on the wrist and an ice cream cone if you're down billions. You're gonna, because here's the thing. This is why I like to say that the fundamentals are always going to be important on AMC, because if you don't care about the fundamentals, why are you in AMC? You could go for any other extremely shorted stock and just chase it. You also have to think about that the short thesis is based on fundamentals. So if AMC can prove to the market that that whole thesis is gone now, then the then they're all going to have a fiduciary responsibility to their clients to not have this YOLO short bet on a company that the bet doesn't make sense anymore. Let's see here. Ryan, thank you so much for the super, man. Jeez. Dude, you don't have to do all that, man. Just a bit more. I know the grind. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. Let's hold on. ETF basket due this month. Yeah, when is that? The 16th? 17th? Leave a like. Yeah, if you guys don't mind just hitting that like button on the stream, just helps out with the algorithm. We're going to be on here for a while longer, then back on at 1:15 Eastern. Amy popping up a little bit here. Let's see if we can get up to that new, make a new day high. SPY's moving as well. Looking decent. GME down 0.28. Come on. Bed Bath & Beyond's getting up there a little bit too. I do care about fundamentals, but I'm saying if they haven't been forced to cover, then they never will. No, they have been. Here's the thing. It's a wave of shorts. The smaller shorts that can't maintain these like crazy margin requirements that come in or meet all of these margin calls that do happen when you see a lot of the price run-ups. Well, those shorts are getting forced out of their position, but the larger ones that can stay in it and have the proper hedges in place, well, then they can kind of stay in it for a while, but they're all going to have that threshold number where they're going to have to get out and take the loss. Like it's going to get to the point where their hedge is not going to be making them enough money anymore if it's an option to counteract the gain, the loss that they're having on their short position. Hey, STV, the reason the meme stock charts mirror each other, is it because of algo trading or portfolio swaps? I'd say it's a mixture of both. The algos that are all tracking along with like IWM and the SPY with the way the market's moving, and swaps that they're all kind of basketed like in their own like little basket somewhere. Can I please look at the Ortex on SKLS? Of course I can. Thank you for the super. I appreciate that. Let's see. SKL. What are you doing here? Ortex? I don't think that's a real thing. You want skills? SKLZ? We could do skills. I think that might have been what you meant. I think you're talking about skills. So for skills, 17.08 high utilization, 91%, average cost to borrow 1%, or the average cost to borrow is 2.57%, but pretty low cost to borrow across the board. Let's see here. Amy's slowly coming up, 23.14 here, looking decent. Noel, skills. Yeah, gotcha. Facebook still ripping. Yeah. He wants skills. Yeah, that's what I just popped on. How many short shares are there estimated to be on Amy? It's like 80, 90 million right now. Oh, here she goes. 23.22. Come on. Boom, boom candle right here. We're at 29 million in volume already. This is a decent day over here. All right. Come on. Let's rally back. We need about $2.50 to counteract yesterday's loss. We've already come up about 50 cents. We need another $2. Let's go. Did 180K odd out of the money calls just evaporate? No, they didn't. It's just a glitch. MACD crossover on the 4-hour. Did it now? Like bullish or bearish? It's looking like it wants to cross soon. So if we start to come up, oh, here comes a little bit of a boom boom here. Come on now. JP Morgan closed its clearinghouse. No, they closed one of their accounts at the DTCC. They did not close their clearinghouse. They closed one account of many accounts that they have with the DTCC. Let's see here. Do you trade on margin or only use your own capital? I do not trade on margin. If I want to lever up, I'll just use options. What's up, SUV? Don't call me Joe. Sorry, John. I'm sorry about that yesterday. MACD crossing on the 2-hour, 4-hour next. I bet it's cross. Yeah, 2-hour looks like it would cross. If it's, yeah, it's crossing right now on the 2-hour, looking all right. Let's see if the histogram is going to turn green. It looks like it wants to. All right, 23.35 right now, looking good. Bought the dip this morning, but should have bought more, says John. Yeah, I mean, you got to do what you got to do, buddy. Not everybody's going to be able to just throw boatloads of money and time the dip perfectly, but this dip this morning, when we were coming down to 2080, not going to lie, a little bit nervous that we were going to flush right through it and go down to 2027, but we bounced very, very nicely off of that. The market's starting to trend back up, which is a good sign to see. We got GME starting to get a little action too, up 1%. Amy's up 2.5%. Here we go. Mr. Fishing, is Tesla going? Tesla's rallying back up too. Let's see. I was thinking it was going to go lower and it bounced fast. Yeah. Prague about to go green? Huh. Yeah, I don't have my prog calls anymore. I my prog calls that were just like down a lot into some hood puts, which I mean, they're up now still. Facebook is still pumping. Good morning. STV says, Heather, good morning to you. If AMC hit 30 by tomorrow, I'll quit my job. Why? Don't do that. When you say boatloads of money, just how big of a boat are you talking about? I don't know. If margin calls, do not answer, says Connor. That's funny. All right. Let's see. SPY is getting a little action here. Amy's selling off a little bit, but nothing too crazy. We're still at like 23, 27. We're getting a little bit of a red candle to cool off a little bit. But if we are going to come down, watch the test at the 50. The SPY's still moving up. Let's see if Amy can get a little bit more of a candle here. Prague just went flat. GME up 0.5%. Here we go. Heard someone ask about short reporting in the UK earlier. I was still in bed. Just look at UK stock in Ortex. Interesting. Okay. What is AMC's price? Can't see it on my crap phone. It is $23.25. Here we go. 8 inches of snow here in Tennessee. What, Austin? Dude, I'm in Connecticut, and I don't even think we have snow right now. Was finally in the red with AMC after almost a year. Yeah, I think a lot of people are in the red now. I'm in the red. My average is like right around 27 now. I bought some more 2 days ago. SPY getting a nice candle here. Up $1.27. Looking all right here. Come on, Amy. New day high. That's what I want to see out of you coming up over here. That's what I want to see. Let's see. It's coming our way. Yeah, I know, Mini Ape. It is. It's coming tonight into tomorrow, I believe. 13 degrees in KC. Jeez. When outside SEV? Never. I never go outside. Oh, here she comes. Here she comes. We have the same average. Yeah, it's like 27.01 or something. I like brought it down like 11 cents. Snow and CT tomorrow. Yeah. All right, let's see. Come on now. Come on, get going. Break that day high at 23.76. That's what I want to see out of you. Nice little candle on the SPY. We need GME now just broke out of the range right here. So it just came up above the 200, up 1.18. AMC at 23, about 23.50, 23.46, 23.40. Let's see. Come on now. Because of you, TMI and Gabe, I went from 58 to 27. There you go. Gonna have a high of 73 here today in Florida. No. That's ridiculous. Let's see. My NVIDIA calls have gone silly. Oh, are they going? Are they going? Oh, there you go. All right. Amy at 23.49 right now. Let's see what happens at 23.50. We need a little bit more volume here to get it back up to the day high. If we break out of that, SPY just got a nice little freaking red candle for literally no reason. As usual. Target popping. Wow. First time you guys weren't talking about Walmart or Ortex. You're switching over to Target now, the competitor. All right. I see how it is. All right. So I kind of want to put IWM on the bottom left for a little bit just to see how it's moving with everything. So IWM coming down a little bit here, but still looking solid. Hit that day high at 220.02. AMC right around 23.50. Let's see here. 2 degrees Celsius in Germany. That sounds, no, that's like above freezing because 0 is freezing. SPY 1 hour MACD trying to cross. Yeah. Be careful with averages brokers show you. My TD shows average 27.22, but mathematically that doesn't work out at all. Okay. Yeah, it's fine. I mean, the taxes are still going to be the same. My favorite stock besides AMC, AMD. I bought into AMD at like 12. I have a lot of it, like a lot of it. Let's see here. Yeah, so Amy's looking decent. I wouldn't necessarily like start YOLOing on calls yet because we did have a massive red day yesterday. So we are bouncing, which is typical when we see really, really big sell-offs. The market's coming back around. But we did hit that low of 2080 and bounced right off. Very good sign. Little bit of a double bottom there on the daily, which is sweet. Look at this right here. So right here, this low right here, 2080. This low right here is also 2080. It's just not showing up right now. Here we go. Do you think the hedgies have covered some of the options for the 21st? I think they're hedging and unhedging on a day-to-day basis. So with these drops right now, they probably unhedged a decent amount of them because the deltas are just dropping. But if we start to run back up in the positive direction, I mean, they're going to have to hedge them again, and they've already made the danger zone a little bit lower. So it doesn't, it depends. Like typically we see the move happen with the option chain about 2 weeks before the expiration date. That's typically what we've seen in the past. Let's see. My oldest account, I'm still up 79% on AMC. Opened a public account. I'm very red on that one. Yeah, I have another account where I think I was buying at 38. Another two accounts I was buying at 38. I think that's where I bought the share. Oh, GME getting some nice action here, up 2%. 131.70 right here. What's the day high on it? 137 something, I think it was. 137.70. Okay. What's Amy's? 23.76. We could easily break a new day high here. You want BBIG or text? Yeah, of course. Of course. BBIG right here. Let's see. 22.75% estimated short interest. Utilization very high. Cost to borrow, the average is 32. Decent. So BBIG is looking pretty solid, especially with their Cryptide announcement potentially coming out in the near future. That could be a really bullish catalyst for BBIG. Let's see. Yeah. I ignore my kids to kick with y'all. Wanted felons. There you go. Let's see. All right. Amy might do another test of this 50. Yep. Looks like it's going to before we start moving up. The SPY's coming, or IWM's coming down a little bit. SPY's probably moving down as well. NVIDIA's coming down too. GME is still holding up around here, right above its 200 MA. The range, though, very tight on it right now. All right. We're getting some news over here. Let's see what's happening in the overall market. Some Rivian news. Hold on. Viacom. What's Viacom doing? Okay, nothing crazy over here. Let's see. What's BBIG doing today? Down 0.64, rallied back up from the lows, though. Not bad. IWM popping back up here. Come on, GME. Get up there. How reliable can a 2-day-old report or text in? Yeah, I mean, exactly. We just use it as an estimate. I'm more looking at the average days on loan to look at danger zones and days to cover. The short interest is just like, yeah. We know it's over shorted. We're just getting a decent understanding of like where it's going. Thanks to all these dips, I'm well over my goal of 1,000 shares. I told myself I'd never be able to afford 1,000, but now, thanks, Hedgie, says Carlos. Attaboy. There you go. That's a big milestone. Amy is up 2.6% right now at 23.35. IWM's coming back up. We went to test that 50 a little bit, but didn't necessarily come down all the way. We still could easily do it, but if we get some more bullish momentum here, I mean, it's curling down a little bit. Let's see what we see here, everybody. Let's see. 6,000 AMC shares. Woo! Got some whales over here. Just loaded up my investment account with liquid cash. I'm locked and loaded, says Josh. There you go. What college I go to? I go to UConn. 17,350. Bunch of whales. Jesus. You guys are nuts. Broke 4,200 after my 500 purchase yesterday. Thanks, Kenny. There you go. 400 says Favelli. There you go. Let's see. Holding around 2,000 shares. Jeez. UConn alum says hard MF. There you go. I will be a UConn alum in about 5 months. 4 months-ish. All right. Moving back up a little here on Amy. I think we need to break that 2350 in order to get it going. C-Sans, thank you so much for the super. I now have 20,000 shares. Oh my God. And after 1 year, I'm getting really, really bored. That is a giant amount of shares. 35,000. Oh my God. We got a bunch of whales in here. You guys are crazy. You wild people. Bunch of absolute Vineyard Vines mascots over here. Whoa. Baby whale with 2131. There you go. Let's see here. Yeah, so if you guys don't mind just hitting that like button on the stream, just helps out with the algorithm a little bit. If you guys don't want to, you don't have to. But it does help out. Wanted my daughter to go to UConn just to see the basketball games. Fun fact, I've been to a UConn basketball game before, but I've never been to one when I've been here, which is weird. Let's see. My son had a full ride offer to play football at UConn. That's pretty sweet. Let's see. All righty, everybody. Come on. Let's get above that 2350 and start trending back to the upside. That's what I want to see. The overall market has kind of chilled out. It's kind of just flattened out, kind of gotten a little bit more chill. Let's see what's gonna happen though. So IWM's coming back. I want Amy to break out of that day high, 2376. I'm from Canada? No, I'm from Connecticut. Connor, no, it's not. Let's see. Chat is apish AF says the soupy sickness. Yeah, it is. Baby whales, your vernacular is wild. Vineyard Vines mascot. Like, come on. What do we? I feel like that's a great like description of all the whales in here. Vineyard Vines mascot, the whale. All right, got 770 and AMC 200 prog. About to sell prog and put it all in AMC. Whoo! The way I just said Canada. All right, everybody. Let's see. Come on, Amy. Let's do our thing here. Let's see. Anything wild going on Twitter? I love this. Walter Bloomberg 1 hour ago. U.S. stocks extend fall. NASDAQ down 1%. I think you should look now. Let's see. Hold on. I'm looking for something right here. Anything crazy going on? Oh, I got to watch that Wired's video during the break and we can go over that. Have I ever used the pool on campus in the gym? No. All right, Amy's coming down to test its 50 MA right now. Let's see if we're going to get a bounce off of it. IWM's coming down. We might come down a little bit more because IWM's got a little bit more room to fall than Amy does. So let's see what happens here. We're at 2308 right now. We've used that 23 level as a nice level of support over the last like hour or so. So let's see what's going to happen here. Twitter is always wild. Yeah. 900 GME. Ooh, that is balling. 1 billion shares, says David. That's a lot. With all these numbers that we are holding, it makes it so hard to believe the average shareholder owns 130 shares, doesn't it? Yes, it does. It really does. Am I from Cheshire or Farmington? No. It's close to Farmington, though. Not anymore, though. I live here at UConn. Let's see. Spying a little wedge, bullish. Where's the music? Josh, stop. Music every single day with you. You're like, music. I'm like, yeah, I don't know how to do it. Sorry, I don't know how to do things. All right, 1 billion shares, all synthetic. Yeah. Oh, hey, SV. Did you see what filing to close their clearinghouse? They didn't do that. They did not. I have the filing right here. Can you guys send me the filing? Because this is the filing that I have right here. They're closing specific accounts with the DTCC. We've seen this happen many times that they just close accounts with the DTCC. But look at this. They have look. Ready? This is so I clicked this one. Now it's this intent to retire, final retire. This is just accounts with the DTCC. They have many of them, like a lot of them. Remember, they opened a lot of those netting accounts a while ago, and those netting accounts were very interesting to see. Like it doesn't they didn't close their because JP Morgan, they might internally clear, but they're not going to close their clearing corporation. They might be like their clearing agency. I don't think they internally clear, but with the DTCC, like they're just closing one of their accounts, and it's actually the FICC, the Fixed Income Clearing Corporation, that we're looking at with those. It's just on the DTCC's page. But if you guys have the one that he's been looking at, send it to me. I'll take a look at it. But it's just one of their many accounts. Like, hold on. I have a list of. Hold on. I'll show you guys right now. DTCC accounts, member directories, alphabetical listing, direct. Okay, right here. I got to go all the way down to J. Hold on. These are different, I think. Because they're all FICC, I believe. All right, Amy just came down below its 50, but the IWM is coming down to test its 50 right here. So remember, like I said, IWM had a little bit more ways to go. AMC typically tracks with IWM. Amy's coming down a little bit below its 50, but just kind of hanging out in here. If IWM gets a nice little bounce off of this, Amy's probably going to shoot right back up. No, there's another list that I've had of this before. It's there because there's three. What is it? What were we looking at? The FIC? It was all FICC, right? FICC, FI. Okay, that's what it is. Let's see. SV can't be a boomer. Today is his 22nd birthday. It's always my birthday. Can you please adjust what I asked? Booty Goblin? I have no idea what you're talking about. I haven't seen it. Let me see. What happens to all these people if it never squeezes? I feel like they're given false hope of easy money. I don't think anybody's come in and been like, it's going to be easy to do this, or it's going to guaranteed like go to crazy, crazy, crazy high numbers. Is it possible that it doesn't go to like wildly high numbers? Yeah. But at the same time, even if there's not, all right, we're seeing exactly what I was. Okay, cool. Nice. IWM bounced off the 50, AMC coming back up. Yeah. So with the short interest the way it is right now, eventually shorts are going to cover their positions. They're not going to hold these shorts forever, especially with AMC in the direction that they're taking the business. Is it going to take some time to play out? Obviously, we've been saying that for a while. Does the fact that it's taken this long to get to these points mean that it's not going to happen? I don't think so at all. Like AMC needed to get itself into what do you call it? Into a good, better fundamental spot, and that takes time. The shorts are going to keep piling in because they are just wrong, and they like to use their little spreadsheets and be like, oh, fundamental value at 10. Nah, shut up. I can this is what I'm going to do this weekend. I'm going to make some DCFs and just literally like have perfect explanations for 3 of them. Wherever AMC closes that Friday, I'll have that really right around that price be the price that like, oh, I can justify this as a fundamental value. I'll have one at like 15, and then I'll have one at like 70, and all of them are going to be fair, justifiable fundamental values for AMC, just to show everybody that it's all subjective. Let's see. Breakfast burgers? Like you ate burgers for breakfast, or you're like had breakfast burgers? I'm not really entirely sure what you're talking about there, but that's kind of wild. Tabasco Dave, knowing what I know through DD, I'd rather go to 0 than hate myself for not being in the play. Yeah. AM7, funny. Cash positive, I can feel it 100%. Yeah, remember, there was an article that came out that said like I think it was domestic box office hinged on AMC, or the box office numbers going over 2 billion for AMC to be in like free cash flow profitability in Q4, which is very possible that they've done. You want lasagna, bro? You can do it. Let's see. All right. 1 gazillion shares. Yep. All right. So it's 11:30 right now. Amy's at 22.94. IWM's falling a little bit through its 50. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens. If the market's, what's SPY doing over here? Is SPY getting a little bit more aggressive? A little bit. It's coming down to VWAP. So let's see what happens over here. Breakfast beer. Ah, interesting. You had Alfredo for breakfast? I've had nothing for breakfast beside like an energy drink. You're talking AMC fundamentals while bashing analysts who talk AMC fundamentals because they're wrong in their analysis. D. James, here's why they're wrong in their analysis. How are you going to accurately project cash flows out of AMC when they're continuously adding new business ventures like crypto, the popcorn, and all of that stuff? You're going to accurately project what their cash flows are going to be with an accurate discount rate when rates are about to change, and your whole entire business is kind of changing. They're getting into the crypto space. They have the popcorn. How are you going to get you can project their cash flows all day long, but how are you going to get an accurate number? So they're going to be like, oh, whatever. And the way that they talk about their fundamentals are like, oh, AMC is just in debt and their book value is negative. It's like, okay, well, the market doesn't think so. It doesn't matter here's the thing. It doesn't matter what something should be worth according to any type of analysis. It only matters what the market says that it's worth. That's it. That's all that matters. What does the market say that it's worth? If the market says it's worth different than whatever you have on your silly little spreadsheet, then that's what it's worth. What do we know about dilution? Well, there's 46,000 shares left that they can sell. If they want to sell more shares into the market, they'd have to ask us. In my opinion, we'd have to be above all-time highs in order for me to even consider voting yes. For above 100, they only need 10 million shares in order to raise $1 billion, and 10 million shares is nothing. That is their only argument? Exactly. Let's see. What about convertible bonds? They're not going to issue more debt. Like if they already have they're not going to issue more debt. I couldn't see them issuing more debt to do this. Mark my words, refinancing will be the beginning of a fast end to the hedges. Yeah. Chris, thanks for coming in. Shout out to all the members. Trey's mustache, Chris, John, thank you guys. When the market is red, watch what the left hand is doing. How do you hide covering? December data inbound, perfect cover to go. December data for exchange reported short interest is gonna come in lower. Don't freak out when you see it. But at the end of December, remember, let's take a look at what happened on some of these daily charts. Where was this right here? So the 14th right up into here, the 21st, which is going to cover some of this. And then we started to sell off right here. So what price is this? 28. So we ran from the low 20s and ended that period around 28. So I'm thinking the exchange reported short interest is going to come in slightly lower, but the next one is going to come in way higher. Ryan sent you a DM on Twitter. Thank you. I'll take a look at that once I'm done streaming, buddy. I want to really set up some good stuff for the stream and the videos. Thank you so much for offering to help, man. I really appreciate it. TXMD, you guys are really curious about that one, huh? Nothing happening with this thing. All right, so Amy is still basically flat on the day, hanging around its 200. The 200 hasn't moved. That's kind of what we've seen. SPY hanging right around VWAP in the 200 right now. Let's see. No, I don't like 50 million shares. I want it to be under 20 million shares. JP Morgan closes down their clearinghouse. No. Nope. They close. Can somebody, all right, somebody's got to send me this filing because everybody's asking questions like, oh, maybe you did send me the filing. You can't, it's one account that they have with the DTCC. It's not them closing and going away from the Depository Trust and Clearing Corporation. That's not what it is. It's just them closing accounts. They add and close accounts all the time. I don't think it's that big of a deal. We've seen this happen many, many times with the DTCC that it comes out and it's just like, oh man, like no. You did in 1 second. Nathan, thank you. I just want to see the filing that they're looking at or just an account. Yeah, it's just an account. They just closed an account. Trending number 2. Ho, there we go. All right, so Amy's bouncing off the 200 right now at 22.82. Let's see if we can get back. Oh, SPY's bouncing a little bit. Show your ankles, dude. DM me on Facebook. I don't have a Facebook account. Vix is my favorite streamer. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, let's see what we got over here. Share a tweet. Okay. Yeah, it's most likely just an account that they're clearing stuff with. It's not they're closing down any. No, they're not doing that. Let's see here. Yeah, so if you guys don't mind just hitting that like button on the stream as we head into midday, it just helps out with the algorithm. Ooh, Amy's popping back up to 23. Come on now. Come on. Let's see. Buttercup and Handle, thank you so much for the super. Covering is different than closing, which is what we want. Leaps expire this month. Do market makers have to hedge? Okay, so they don't have to hedge, but they should become delta neutral on a lot of those options, just so they're not exposed, because AMC could just really start to do some wild stuff. Now, you're right. Covering is, you could cover a portion of your position, but closing out your position would be the full thing. So that would be what we wanted to see. But let's see here. SCV's ankles are the catalyst we need. I mean, they might be. A lot of people have said that me doing a backflip is the catalyst. I don't think so. I think that's FUD. All right, Amy's coming back up to 23 right now. 23. SPY's coming up above its 50. Amy's looking like it wants to test its 50 again. GME up 1.43. Amy up 0.84. So GME hasn't done a whole lot on this little bit of a move down. Let's see what's going to happen here. Let's see. Don't skip leg day. I need to not skip leg day. That's kind of what I'm like the king of doing that. My guest is always like, can you skip leg day? And I'm like, oh, you're right. I'm terrible at this. Let's see. Financing is his major. Finance major is completely and utterly mostly useless. January 12th CPI data should show the direction we will move. Yeah, we could end up seeing a little bit of a move next week on the CPI data coming out. It could be bearish. It also could be fine. Remember, didn't it go to like 6.8% and the market ripped? I think I had a strangle on the SPY the last time that it happened, and I was so shocked that the call end was like ripping, and I was like, this is nuts. With this CPI data right now, we should be like, oh, this is probably not good, but it ended up working out pretty decently. So never skip a leg day, bro. I know. It just happens, it just happens. I'm a little biatch like that sometimes. It just happens. Let's see. Lucid on the move. Lucid coming up a little here. Hold on. We're getting a little bit of news here. US labor market looks like it's very strong. Okay. I mean, that's what they have to say in order to raise rates. They kind of have to say that. I study finance, but sadly, I've learned a lot more on YouTube than in college. Exactly. Useful things, too. Like, you learn useful things. Like, do I know how to calculate the weighted average cost of capital? Yeah. Do I need to know that for anything? No. Never. Like, I never have to know that. Let's see here. Bum, bum, bum. All righty. Gyms are closed here. Oh, that stinks. I was so angry. Oh, I got shake weights, says Jackstad. Oh, yeah, that's what we're doing here? How can they keep this dilution up? This isn't dilution. This is just selling pressure that we're seeing. I got a feeling Power Hour could be a positive move to the upside. AMC, MACD looking good. Hedge Fund shorter on what time frame? What time frame are you looking at? 4 hour? It wanted to cross on the 4 hour. I don't know if it's looking as good now. It's sort of. I mean, it's looking on the 2 hour too. 2 hour looks like it wants to go. I think it's probably came down on the 5 minute. Yeah, but from the 5 minute, it looks like it wants to cross to the downside. Oh yeah, shake weight. Ha ha ha. Very funny. What does your finance background tell you about AMC in the future? It tells me that if you can calculate everything that everybody else knows how to do, you will be just as useless as everybody else. I'm starting a new job today that pays pretty hefty. There you go. And I will work mad overtime to enjoy this temporary discount. AMC Ape. There you go. So you're paying 30K student loan for a fancy diploma and a mouse pad? Pretty much. AA tweet. Oh, here we go. Adam Aaron tweet. Hold on, people. Hold on. Did we get an Adam Aaron tweet? If you're lying, I'm going to be upset. 43 seconds ago. Oh, here we go. This is interesting. All right, here we go. We got an Adam Aaron tweet. I have been repeatedly asked when AMC expects to routinely accept Dogecoin and Shiba Inu for any and all payments made via the AMC website and mobile app. I'm being told that we are still well on track for the promised Q1 implementation with exact timing, most likely in March. So AMC will be routinely accepting Shiba Inu and Dogecoin in March. That's what we're looking at. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Let's see. All right. AMC's back up. Bouncing above the 50. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. 23.12 looking good here. I want to see it break that previous day high at 23.76. That's what I want. Lucid coming up too. About to go green. There we go. ENSC is running. That thing is getting up there. Come on, Amy. A little bit of a boom boom candle here. We're at 33 million in volume, and it's not even noon yet. We're getting up there. SCA's tweets are about as exciting as STV's hoodie collection. Jim, your wife loves my hoodie collection. I didn't even know how to come back to that one. That was the easiest one. It was just the low hanging fruit. Let's see. One of the theories for Facebook rip found on, I don't know what TT is. What is TT? I don't know. Is money moved from value stocks? P of Facebook is 24. What are the lowest? Blue chips, Apple 30. Interesting. That's a smart thing to do. Small caps did bounce. Yeah. Where's IWM at? It's coming back up a little bit here. TT is Twitter. Interesting. Everyone smash that like for STV. Thank you, TMI's box. You want to take over payments on your what boat bum? What is that nonsense you're going over? You're paying? AMC Day by the dip trending on Twitter. Keep it up, Twitter apes. Hedge Fund Shorter. There we go. Yeah, I tweeted out AMC Day. Your wife loves AMC. Bird. All right, here we go. Let's see. Normalizing balance sheet would come after raising interest rates. Oh, these people. These Fed people. When can we expect payment for order flow to go away? 5 years. I think within the next 5 years. I think is when we're going to start to see it. I think that's really when we're going to start to see payment for order flow really go away. The thing is that I don't know if you guys saw this. We do have a lot of people in here. Payment for order flow is like, okay, so public went away from payment for order flow, I believe back in last March around that time. I don't know the exact timing, but remember, Ken Griffin, Citadel and Virtue were coming out and saying that retail investors have been getting best execution with payment for order flow. I don't know what they're upset about. But then Public came out with a research report and was like, ever since we went away from payment for order flow, our customers have been getting better execution with a couple of different like metric data points that they use. It was like EFQ, I think, and something else where Public was beating its competitors, Robinhood, in a very, very big way in terms of like how order flow, like how like best execution of those orders. I think we're going to rip in an hour or so, says Jack. That would be sweet. PDT needs to be removed. Yeah. I mean, it does kind of like it does prevent you from over trading, but at the same time, it's like, why are you restricting people? Let's see here. If we leave payment for order flow, they'll probably start charging. Yeah, they will. Or they're going to do what? They're going to switch to a model that Public has. Hood is about to go green. Well, that's not ideal for my hood puts, but take what you can get, Oh, is Fuzzy in here? Where's Fuzzy? I don't see him. Hope you're out of those hood puts. Nah. Hold it till expiration. YOLO. Nah, I don't need it's literally like a little YOLO trade. I had $22 of settled cash in my account last week before I made a deposit, and I was like, what looks good? Hood puts. Let's see. Under 23 is the deal by the dip. There you go. What are we at right now? 22.91. Yeah, we're just kind of hanging out. Not a lot of volatility after the morning. So it's looking decent right now. We're at 0.7%. GME's up 1.32 at 131.08. AMC's at 22.93 right now. Looking all right. Fuzzy Wuzzy, hello. You have 40K in margin to put into something. What is going to blow up today? Well, you're playing with fire, buddy. Why would you hold until expiration if you don't want to buy hood? It's hood puts. Wealth Simple, commission-free trading in Canada, just no options. Yeah, you can't avoid payment for order flow with options. All right, Amy's coming back up to the 50, right at 23 right now. We've really just been trading around this $23 level for a little bit. Payment for order flow was started by Bernie Madoff. Yep. All right, what are we looking at over here? Let's see. Puts are the right to buy. No. Puts are the right to sell. If you buy a put, you have the right to sell. If you sell a put, you are saying that I'm willing to buy at this price. When you buy a call, it's the right to buy. When you sell a call, it's the right, but it's the obligation to sell. Yeah, you were getting it backwards. And even if you hold till expiration, you don't have to exercise it. All right. Amy's getting a little bit of a resistance at its 50 MA right now, but it's kind of staying pretty flat. IWM popping back up, looking decent here. Let's see. Crocodile mouth opening. Let's see. AMC daily looks like June. Yeah. It ended up that Bernie made off with nothing but time. And Bernie made some money. You can avoid payment for order flow for options. Payment for order flow is illegal here in Canada. You just get screwed with a 1095 commission. That sucks. Yeah, per contract. Or is it per contract? Because that's awful. All right, IWM getting a little bit of action here. Let's see if it kind of translates over into AMC. GME up 1.8. AMC up 1.4. Here we go. Come on, let's see if we can get a little bit of action here going into noon. This has been a crazy day so far. Oh my God, you guys are going wild on the like button today. Thank you guys. Per transaction, well, that's not terrible. 10.95 per transaction. That's not the worst thing in the world. All right. IWM getting jumpy. Come on. Robinhood. Screw off. Go down. Adam Aaron tweeted, yeah, we went over it. They're going to be accepting Doge and SHIB by the end of March or by March. Oh, it's per trade, so I can buy multiple contracts with one fee. That's not bad. Why would I get out? I love AMC, says Nick. Same here. Dude, 2.7. Watching. Nice numbers. Congrats. Thank you, Steve. I appreciate that. Matt slander will not be tolerated. Yeah, don't be an a-hole. Your energy is like the old Trey. Oh, nice. I feel like that's a compliment. Thank you. I appreciate that. Everyone is adding AMC on weakness. And did and will again if I get a chance, says Alexander. There you go. All right. IWM just kind of chilling here. Amy is at 2308 up 1.43. GME looking like it wants to come up a little bit here at 132 up 2%. Not bad. Do you not watch Trey? Not always. Sometimes. Let's see. We had 3.1K earlier. I think we had 3.2 or 3.3 at one point, which was pretty sweet. Let's see if we can do that again in the afternoon. We'll be back on at 1:15 after I come off in a little bit. So, all right, 2318. Here we go. IWM. Oh, come on, Amy. Do your thing. Get going. I mean, this was a little nice cool off. What's the 2-hour MACD saying now? All right, it just crossed. The 2-hour MACD crossed. The 4-hour. What the heck? All right, 4 hours looking like it wants to curl up. So that would be a nice sign to see. Let's see. Come on, Amy, get up there. AMC booming? Not necessarily booming, but it is doing very, very well. AMC to 51. Darius, if it hits 51, it's going to go a lot higher than that. A lot higher than that. All right, hold on. I'm trying to find something right here. Let's see what we got going on, everybody. Yeah, also, if you guys don't mind, everybody that's in here right now, if you haven't yet, just drop some likes on the stream. Just helps out with the algo. If you don't want to, perfectly fine. But if you would like to help out and support, it does help out a whole lot. Oops. Hitting random buttons over here, as usual. You guys should have seen yesterday when I, hold on. When I, completely just knocked over my energy drink. It was wildness. Absolute craziness. I'll take AMC for 400, Alex. Oh, hey, Vix, what up? Where are we at? Chris, so we are at 2309. We had a very significant sell-off today, all the way down to the last daily low on the daily candle of 2080. Bounced right off of that, soared back up to a day high of 2376. And now we are looking like we want to get up there and test that new day high again. We got a lot of time left today. Pretty high volume today on AMC, 3452. The market's kind of chilling out. We're looking good. Let's get it going. Eric says AMC 25 in the next few hours. That would be sweet. 24 shares away from 2,000 on AMC. That is awesome. I'm trying to see where he is. Hold on here. Been in since February. I've seen it happen. Yeah. Ethan, thank you so much for the super. It's pretty sick how you and TMI promote each other. Yeah, we try. I'm looking for his stream right now to see if it's scheduled yet. I can't find it. Nope. All right. We'll stay on until he pops in, and then we'll throw everybody over. I wish a Shilla would. St. Cali, relax, buddy. Let's see. I could imagine I pay for my movie with Doge, come out of the movie and check my account. Doge ripped during the movie. Yikes. That would be funny. That would be funny. Yeah, but you'd have to buy it online, so you would do it in advance. All right. Amy's at 2311 right now at 1.58% in the green. GME's at 132. TMI Live, maybe? Yeah, I can't find it. I mean, once I find it, I'll just throw it in the live chat. Flagging hard wants to break through 25. On what time frame? Like right here? This flag right here? Snag some more AMC in pre-market and again at the bottom of the dip. Woo, there you go. Have you checked out Trading with Emotions? I think he's onto something. Your opinion? I have not. I've not had a whole lot of time to watch other people's content recently. I just haven't had the time. I've been streaming all day making videos, and by the time that's done, I'm pretty exhausted. But I gotta take a look. You've got $3,000 more to fund buying more AMC. There you go. There you go. Found it. All righty. AMC looking super bullish. It is. Here's the thing that we have to look out for going into the rest of the day. The market is looking solid. GME's getting a candle here. Here we go. Up 2.79. Did AMC just get one? Nope. So GME is now leading the way. It's at basically 133 right now. AME's at 23. So what we have to look out for the market is any of these random fear candle moves that are going to start to come in. If we start to see the fear candles come back, that's going to suck. And then we're going to have to deal with some sell-offs. And if it kills the momentum that we have, I mean, that we typically see the momentum kind of get crushed when the market starts to do its wild moves. But here's the thing. This chart on AMC today is not like one of the typical like algo moves that we've seen a lot of in the past. We just haven't seen it. I've not seen us do this rip up, consolidate, and it just doesn't look familiar to me. We might have done it in the past. I just haven't seen it on a day that it's done this. So we could be in a little bit of a different spot today. So we're at 23.05. GME's popping up a little bit. We have IWM starting to make a move back up too. If the market's going to continue to show some signs of strength, then we're going to be in a real good spot going into the rest of the day. NVIDIA built nice greeneries. Yeah. Let's see. Wait, where's Melvin was right? Is he here? Where's Melvin was right? Where is he? Where is he? Is he here? Oh, I love Melvin was right. Where is he at? Come on. Melvin Music? That's a good one. I don't see Melvin was right, though. Where is he? Where is he? Yeah, we need big pops in the indexes. Yeah, I mean, we're getting them in IWM. I mean, it's slow. Like the pops are slow, but all right. GME's coming up now, looking good. AMC's just hanging out right around the 50. I'd buy more, but my average is so darn low. Average is about 11. Chris, here's the thing. Would you rather see a pretty like percentage gain, or would you like to see a higher dollar amount? That's what you really got to think about. Like, are you going to want your average to be low just to like flex, or do you want it to be like, oh, I made more money? That's kind of how I think about the averages. It's like, yeah, like if you think it's going to go much higher than what we're currently trading at, then in my mind, it's like, I don't care where I buy. If I buy at 20, if I buy at 30, if I buy at 40, it doesn't really matter because I think it's going to go higher. He's not here, just still laughing. Yeah. Hit that like 100 off from 2K. Oh, wow. That would be sweet. Low average by more shares. Yeah, I was excited at 182, then poof. 182. What do you mean? Mitigating risk. Yeah, that's fair. Max Pain dropped to 27 yesterday. I think it's 26 today. Is that bullish that it's dropping? It means that more people are buying the dip on the options chain in terms of calls. So they're just buying more calls closer to the money, which makes sense. When you see a big dip and people are going to start buying calls, they're going to be piling up on still the cheap calls, but they're going to be at a lower price because, like, let's just say we were trading at 26 and the max pain was 28, but then we're at 23, but the $26 calls are so cheap. So you can buy a bunch of calls at 26, but that's going to push the max pain lower. Let's see. 182 Apple. Gotcha. Take off hood. I want it to drop. I want it to go below 15. You want BB? Vix, more people coming to your stream soon? From who? From who, Jorge? Remove hood for sure. I gotcha. Blackberry. Ooh, Blackberry having a nice day. Let's see. Can you give us a heads up when you talk about calls and puts? Yeah, I could. From you? Oh, cool. Thank you. Appreciate that. What do you mean by max pain price? So the max pain is just the price where the most amount of options contract calls and puts expire out of the money. So it benefits options sellers and hurts options buyers. So the sellers are typically large institutions and market makers. The buyers are typically retail investors on the weekly contracts. Any effect on the danger zone? it might have pushed it a little lower today with the amount of shares that have been going out on loan, but it's kind of been, I'll show you right now, it's been curling down a little bit. So the average days on loan is now curling down again, meaning that they're trying to push it down and attack it. So what that kind of like, I'll show you right here. This will be probably one of the last things that we cover right here. So average days on loan really came down. So this was the new danger zone right here, and now it's curling down again. So if they continue to take all of these shares out on loan, like look at this, 1.6 million shares borrowed today. Like they're really, really trying to get these shares on loan to just attack it. Are they going to be able to? Maybe. I mean, we already saw that low at 2080, which was the previous low. We made a nice little bottom there. Danger zone is just, I mean, what is it? It's 42, like upper 30s, low 40s is kind of the danger zone. Because when we look at this, for all the new people that are in here, I don't think we talked about this in front of all these people, but this right here, this danger zone is 1450. Remember, 1450 was that key technical level before the June run up. So when we look at the average days on loan come down, it shows us where the shorts are piling in, right around those price levels. Let's see here. All righty. Lucid is climbing. Looking good. Yeah, Lucid strong. I mean, I've been looking at Lucid. I'm trying to find a decent entry on it. I'll take a look at it maybe later. Let's see. Rather have 1,000 shares at 20 average than 100 shares at 11 average. Naked shorts, yeah, me too, my man. Why do we think they will cover when they never did? Well, there were some shorts that have covered, so some of them have. And it will get to the point eventually, most likely, that they don't have a choice. Their broker will just be like, stop. And then they have to. They will just buy them in. So the danger zone challenges their emotions. Yes, pretty much. The danger zone is going to be challenging them. All right. Let's see here. Wow. Lucid looking strong today. All right. Amy's bouncing off its 100 right now. IWM's just kind of slowly melting up. We've got Amy at just below 23. Let's see here. Thanks for holding. Thank you, Pam. What happened? John bought 100. John just said he bought 100. Hey, John, you're getting a timeout. You can't say everyone buy 100 shares at noon. You cannot do that. Not allowed. So, John, I did have to put you in timeout for that one. We cannot have that on here. No manipulation on this channel. Thank you very much. All right, AMC's bouncing above 23 right now. IWM looking good. Guys, that is going to wrap up the morning stream. That was probably like the most amount of people that have been coming into the stream at one time for me. So thank you to all of you guys who were showing positivity on this really big drop in this nice little rip that we had some fun with. Let's see if we can break the intraday high today. So for everybody that's in here right now, please just drop some likes on the way out. Just helps out with the algorithm. We're going to be back on at 1:15 if you guys do want to come back. But here is what we're going to do in the meantime. So if you guys want a nice place to go before I come back on, TMI is live in about a minute. We're seeing some nice action on AMC right now. So here is the link to TMI stream. Make sure you guys go say hi, show him some love before I come back. I'll try to schedule the stream pretty soon. So if you guys want to come in, just set your reminders, you guys can do that. But again, AMC is looking solid today. Some of the things that I want you guys to look out for when we're coming towards the rest of the day is any sort of fear candles happening with the market in these tests of these moving averages that we always like to look at. But other than that, here is the link. If you guys don't mind just hitting that like button on the way out, I will come over there probably and hang out with TMI for a little bit too. But I got to eat lunch and do some stuff. So thanks guys so much for an awesome stream. That was great. Peace.